to press record this time. Let me just drink a sip and take my vitamin C with that. Okay, and let me quickly grab a new water bottle, because this one's officially empty. Okay, got it. I always keep a little stash of them in my room. I have like a little fabric carrying thing for bottles. Very handy. Okay, so welcome back to Professor Layton and the Lost Future or Unwound Future for my American viewers. The story so far. Layton finds Luke and reaffirms their friendship. He then tells Luke his suspicions regarding the location of Dimitri's research facility. Our heroes set out to confront Dimitri on the other side of the river. Chapter 11, The Time Machine Laboratory. I love how it has like basically like text in the back. And then just the pictures as if, you know, it was like a diary or something. I don't think this is the kind of place we can stroll into through the main gate. Perhaps there's more discreet entrance. Good idea, Professor. We might find another way in if we search the area carefully. Well, how about that door? I think we can squeeze through here. Hey, look you two, there's a message scrawled there. Oh, where? Right there on that little scrap of paper stuck on the wall, see it? Puzzling legend. This note contains instructions for disarming the traps in the door. One of the 4 buttons, A, B, C, or D, disarms the trap, so find out which one it is. Trace a path from the center square, going horizontally or vertically from square to square, and the other red, blue, yellow until you reach the correct button. You cannot pass through the same square twice. Horizontally or vertically. Since we started with red, it needs to be blue. Okay, we have to red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue. Okay, that would not. Red, blue, red. Okay. I think you can, like, see where it ends. For example, red, blue, yellow, you cannot actually reach B because the yellow is adjacent to the... And D you can also not reach because red, blue, red again. And then for this one it's red, blue, yellow, so it must be... somehow be this one. Red, blue, why are you writing when I'm not... In return it must be yellow, blue, red. Maybe this D, because this one doesn't work. Blue, yellow. That won't work. Blue, yellow. Red, blue, yellow. Okay, it is A. Going to that part. Yellow, red. Red, blue, because there's no yellow adjacent to this red, so there's no not possibly to reach that. Same with this, there's yellow in front of the blue. This blue also doesn't have a yellow to it, and this red doesn't have, like, this yellow doesn't have a blue in front of it, so yeah, A. Okay, there we go. I first think it wasn't that one. Oh well. Button A in the top left is the one that disarms the trap. Now you can open the door. Ha! I did it! Who knows what would have happened to us if I hadn't solved that puzzle? Your help is greatly appreciated, Flora. I wonder who could have left this message here, though. Probably one of the scientists. We haven't searched for coins yet. Okay, let's go through the door. I'm always searching for hidden coins. About time. I'm glad to see you had enough brains to solve your way through a puzzle. Oh, hi there, Dumpolo. Hi there, Dumpolo. I'm lurking in the shadows here, boy. At least pretend to be startled, will you? How did you manage to get across the flames ahead of us, Paul? Let me tell you a little something about being a true gentleman, Layton. True gentlemen keep their secrets, so don't think I'll be sharing them with you. You probably just used that ropey flying machine of yours to... It's not ropey, and I thought I'd made myself clear. The matter is not open for discussion. Nosy brat. Very well, Paul. Now then, everyone, let's push on. With the puzzle? Nope, with a hint coin. Okay. Come on, one of these would have been perfect for a hint coin. It's a side thing. Well, of course, a window. This ladder's sure to take us down into the research facility. Yes, Captain Obvious to the rescue once again. Stand aside, I'll lead the way. No way, I'm the youngest and the nimblest. I should go first. Being nimble doesn't make you first, it makes you a monkey. Now stand aside. Really? What kind of behavior is that for an adult? Oh, Don Paolo, I'm so disappointed in you. You were so polite and reasonable when you were disguised as a professor. Of course I was. When I play a part, I mimic every nuisance of the character. Yeah, I guess he mimics every nuisance. Every nuance of the character. Right down to that hypocrite Layton's phony gentlemanly act. That's a terrible thing to say. He's not acting like a gentleman. He is a gentleman. Whatever. Look, let's settle this debate with a puzzle. If the brat solves it, he can go first. Looks like Donkey Kong. There's a Donkey Kong game with, I used to love that one. It has like mechanical Marios, like tiny wind-up Marios. It's so cute. It's a good DS game. Here's a strange construction site. You have to inspect every ladder and girder starting from the arrow and passing through points A, B, C, and D in order. You're never taking the same road twice, except to pass over under a ladder. In what order do you use the white ladders? How about that? Clearly 1. 2. 'A, B, C, D. There. That should be it.
This one's as good as solved.
Mm-hmm.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Indeed, and let me just check, because I have a DM. Okay, so let's continue. That's right, no matter which route you take, the 3 letters get used in the same order. These routes may seem inefficient, but no matter which one you take, since you can't go the same way twice, the distance traveling is the same. Yeah. Perhaps your head's not as empty as it looks. Well, a deal's a deal, you can go down first. I mean... Okay everyone, the coast is clear, come on down. This looks like your classic underground passageway for transporting research materials. I bet you anything that this tunnel leads all the way back to the Fames. You sound awfully sure about that. Hey, remember who you're talking to, Billy? Nobody does secret research like Don Poe. I suppose everyone's got to have a hobby? A hobby, you call that? Oh my. What is it? The materials they have here, they look like... No, I must be mistaken. Never mind. Really? No hint coin there? That's just a missed opportunity. In the water? In the water. What a lovely surprise. We found a hidden puzzle. Also, I love this music. Sisterly Slums. I almost read Sinister Slums and I was like, what? 2 sisters are talking. 1 year ago my age was exactly half your age, says the younger sister. The other sister replies, even 1 year from now your age will be half my age. Here, look, if you split the numbers into 2 parts, top and bottom, they both give your age in a year's time. Yeah, wow, you're right. What did I mean? If we split the numbers... Actually, if we split the numbers in 2 parts... What? Okay, 1 year ago my age was exactly half your age. Let's see, she was... Let's say she was 2 then. And her sister was 4. And then even 1 year from now your age will be half my age, because the sister is 3 now. That doesn't work. Because if she's 3 now... that would equal 5, and then 4 would equal 6, but 4 isn't 6, you know. If we split the numbers into 2 parts, top and bottom, they both give you age in a year's time. What do they mean with that? Do they mean something like, for example, the number 18, like, split is like 10, 10? I mean, if she was 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3, and 3 and 4, that wouldn't work. I know that 2 doesn't work. 4 would be 8. 5 would be 9, 6 would be 10, that wouldn't work. 5 would be 10, 6 would be 11, 7 would be 12. Okay. So... What did I mean with the split top and bottom? Like, I don't really understand. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Google this reader text in German. And see if it makes more sense. Okay, so I think in the German one the phrasing is the same, but like the meaning behind it, I think they really meant splitting it like this in the middle when you have like a number, you know, which would only go with the numbers. 1 would go if 1 is like this, 2 wouldn't, 3 wouldn't make any sense, 4 not, 5 not, 6 not, 7 not, 8 would make sense. 9 not, 0 not. Okay, so 1 or 8. Okay. Let's see. If she was... Okay, so the number combinations we have is 18, 11, 88, or 81. 88 and 81 don't make any sense at all, because then the sister would be way too old. So it's either 18 or 11, except for if she was talking with a ghost. The thing is, if it was 11, it would still display 11, so that wouldn't make any sense. Except for, hold on. If the sister was 11, then she was 10 before. 5, 7, that wouldn't make any sense. How about 18? I assume that the thing is, it isn't really clear if the numbers they mean is just random numbers or the older sister's age, but I think so. I think this is not the age. So if the sister's 9, so if she was 8 and then hold on. So she's 9 now. That won't work. If it's 18 and it's 10, so they both give you age in a year's time. So that means 10 equals 20, 9 equals 19, but then 8 equals 18? Except for if the sister's birthday is like on the day or before the day, so she will have been already 9. And then she's gotten 10 the next year. So she was 9 when the sister was 18. And the sister turned 19 and she turned 10. And then, I don't know. I'm gonna say 9. Because it says now. I'm gonna say 9 because that makes the most sense with the split numbers. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
The youngest sister is currently 9 and the other sister is 17. A year ago the other sister was 16 and the youngest sister was 8. Yeah, that's what I thought with the split. The split doesn't actually give the age of the sister. The youngest sister was 8, half her sister's age. 1 year from now the other sister will be 18 and the youngest sister will be 10. Splitting 18 gives you 10 twice, yeah. You know, the half age was not meant as a comma, was added to the other one, that's why. Done and dusted. Well, I guess it's okay. This metal shutter's blocking our way. I'm starting to get the feeling we're not welcome here. Yeah, obviously, you're just broken. Of course not, Flora. That's how criminals work. The dirtier the deed, the more cautious they get. See, they even got out of their way to fit a puzzle lock to the shutter. Honestly, it's not like a lot of people could solve these puzzles, you know. Make your way from the green square to the red, one step at a time. What's a catch? Well, you can only move to numbers that are one higher or lower. Okay, so... that won't work. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here's my answer.
There we go, that was easy.
I knew it.
Success, you found the correct path. Yes, indeed. This zipper is annoying. I should at some point maybe like glue it shut or something. I feel like a zipper on the back of my top is like my in-house top And like my hair gets caught on it sometimes and it pulls it out every time. It's out. Really should like put some hot glue or something to like close up the like tiny gap in the zipper or something. Okay. Aha, that lock didn't stand a chance against me. Stupid lock! I hope you didn't enjoy cracking that lock too much, Luke. Could lead you to a life of crime. Thanks, Flora. Bear that in mind. Sure. Solving puzzles equals life of crime. What are you all doing down here? Shh, keep it down, sir. We've come to rescue you. I don't know what you mean. There's nothing to fear, my friend. We know the whole story. You were captured by the family, or rather Dimitri Allen, and now you're being forced to work on his research here, correct? Dimitri Allen? You know his name, but who are you exactly? I'm the real Professor Layton. Dimitri has been using my good name for his own misguided purpose. I see, I remember hearing that you worked in archaeology. Yes, it all makes sense now. Goodness, you can't imagine how shocked I was when I found out that Layton was actually Dimitri. Any of the other scientists here are aware of Dimitri's true identity? Some yes, but I don't dare talk about it with the people here. Imagine what the family would do to me if they caught me spreading that kind of information around. I see. Well, is Dimitri here in the facility? Well, he comes and goes. Yikes, quick hide, the guards are heading this way. Are these... Surely not. Nope. These are tanks. And these look like nuclear bombs. That is not a time machine-esque supply there, I say. No hint coins? Okay. Wow, this place is like a deep freeze. Why do we have to stand guard on here anyway? The most we ever gonna find is a rat. We're down here cause we messed up, ain't we? This is our punishment, I'd say we got off lightly. If Buster hears you harping on like that, he'll knock your block off. I wish I stayed in school, but I should have known no good would come from this line of work. Shut it, Mopey. We got 10 hours till our shift ends and we just gotta stick it out. If you really want to make the time go faster, stop your moaning and tell me a joke or something. Sis, did you hear that? I did. Those two are going to stand guard here for the next 10 hours. I'm heading back. The guards know me. If I walk past on my own, they won't stop me. Wait just a moment. I think we might be able to get these chaps to turn a blind eye to us. But how? It's not my usual style of problem solving, but you know what they say about desperate times. There's that crate on top of them. Conveniently. Drop this wooden crate on the fox. All you have to do is cut the rope, but it's all tangled up. Line up the parts to straighten out the rope. Ready for cutting. Yes, okay, so this one cannot go there. Let's find the one that goes there first. It has to be a double one. No, it has to be a single one that like leads straight somehow. Where is it? Can we turn this? No. Okay, how about this one? And from then on, it can be basically everything. Except for we know that this one is a 1. I don't know if it's leading down, but that's my best bet. Cannot be this one, it needs to be a single one. That won't work, it needs to be a straight. Or something like this. How about this? Yes. That needs to be a single. It cannot be this one, it needs to be this one. Like that. Down. That one's obviously going there, and that's there. This one was fun. I like this kind of like puzzles where you have to like figure out the parts. You know, it's a like puzzle in the like puzzle sense. That's right. It's time to cut the rope. You know, and if you do feel a little sorry for the bug, let's hope it's cotton and not metal in there, because that would hurt. Okay, seems like they're fine and don't have cracked skulls. Cricky, I bet they didn't see that coming. They'll be out cold for a while. Yes, I'm not one to condone violence, but needs must, and at least now we can pass safely. I have something else to tell you before we move on. We came here to prevent Dimitri from completing his time machine. We also wish to liberate all the scientists that Dimitri is holding captive. I'm listening. I'm hoping we can speak directly to the man and end this whole mess. Do you know Dimitri's current whereabouts? Well, if he's here, he'll probably be in the central research room. I'll show you the way. Wonderful, but before we go, you'll allow me one more question. Go on. These materials lying around down here, they aren't for building the time machine, are they? No, they aren't. What exactly are you working on here? My specialty is polydimensional physics, so I've been assigned to work on the time machine. The materials lying around here belong to a separate research group within the facility. And this group is also working under Dimitri's supervision? Who knows, that group tinker with some pretty dangerous stuff. I don't think Dimitri's that interested in what they do, though. Yeah, it's not like that. Looks like tanks and stuff. No, I want to... No hint coins in here? Really? Well, is that a tank? Even I draw the line at using things like this. And that will mean something. See, there is a hint coin. There must be more. Oh well, I guess not. Hello there, other scientists. Nothing could come out of there, could it? But first... Hello there. With all this racket, horrors, who are these folk? Cuthbert, this is the real Professor Layton. What do you mean, the real Professor Layton? Look, I'll explain this all later. We don't really have time to go into it here. All you need to know for now is that these people have come to help us get out of here for good. You do want to go back to our own time, don't you? Our own time? I'd do anything to get back there. Will that do for you, Professor? I have to find Dimitri, the man who's been using my name. And here he could be in the central research room. Do you know where that is? Hey, you're close. It's just a wee bit down the corridor. Still can't believe you're the real deal. That's a right turn up for the books. As I recall, you were rather surprised to see me the last time we met as well. Well, I am awful sorry, but there wasn't a know who I was talking to. We can't chit-chat later. Anyway, you go before you're spotted. Buster and his boys were just through here, grabbing something about intruders. You need to get moving. What? But how did they pick us on us so quickly? I should have known. We probably tripped an infrared sensor, basic secret-based stuff. No sense in standing around, Layton. Let's go. Another hint coin. Look at that. There we go. This door appears to lead to the central research room. I hope Dimitri is in there, Professor. As do I. You hear him talking earlier, Luke. He can still be reasoned with, I'm sure of it. Well, our first challenge is to get this door open. It's got some strange lock on it. Another puzzle, I suspect. Dimitri no doubt wishes to test the intelligence of those who enter. And my intelligence to read the word intelligence apparently isn't there. That's okay. Okay, I suppose you need to find the plus in all of this. Plus sign displayed at the top left is in somewhere. Can you find it? This one only partly works, for example. I found it. Look at me, smart.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Ding.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Challenge what? I mean, it's a puzzle, not a challenge, but I guess, you know. That's right, it should be easy, but people seem to have a hard time solving this one. The human eye can be surprisingly unreliable. Needed to answer a message. There we are. The door's lock seems to have disengaged. Hold it right there. Ooh.
Aha! So this is where you sneaky sneaks have been hiding. There'll be no getting away this time.
Half of them look like fish. And this guy kind of looks like, what's he called? Linka?
Oh,
Oh no! We're trapped!
I love his simple reaction of, oh.
Quickly, follow me.
huh?
Through here, everyone. Phew, that was too close. Oh, my heart is still racing.
Who are you? My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
You're Professor Layton, are you not?
Claire? Is it you?
No. I'm Celeste, her younger sister. I've been trying to uncover what really happened to Claire. I know she was quite fond of you, Professor.
The enigmatic woman is none other than Claire's youngest sister, Celeste. She came to the future London in search of clues as to the circumstances of her sister's death, and following Professor Layton in the belief that he will uncover the truth. You're Claire's younger sister? You look exactly like her, it's uncanny. We've crossed paths several times, haven't we? And yet it's strange, Claire never mentioned having a sister. It's my greatest regret that we spent the last years of her life estranged from each other. Forgive me for not getting in touch with you early, Professor. I wanted to, but I was afraid it might attract unwanted attention from the family. For your own safety, I decided it was best to avoid contact with you. I see. You must have cared dearly for your sister to come to a place like this in search of the truth. Well, if I'm honest, I haven't been running on my own investigation so much as tailing yours, Professor. But why? Your reputation, don't they say the great Professor Layton can solve any puzzle? Sorry. I breathed in dust or something. I thought that if anyone could get to the bottom of what happened that day, it would be you. Celeste, on the day of the explosion, Uh-oh. We should run. Oh no, the family will be here any second. We got to run. Ah, now's my time to shine. No one makes a grand escape like Don Paolo. Indeed. We can't move quickly in a big group like this. We need to split up. I couldn't agree more, my dear Celeste. Please allow me to personally escort you to safety. Layton, you take these kids. Celeste, wait. There's still so much we need to discuss. Ah, found you. Professor, this city hides a secret so large it defies the imagination.
The answer to everything lies in the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
Oh, is there where we are, intruders? I can't read. Professor, look out! Luke, Flora, we have to run. Yes, let's run. I thought there might be something else happening. We need to leave this facility immediately. So much for meeting Dimitri here. I can't believe the three of us made it out there in one piece. Don't let your guard down, Luke. We're not out of the woods yet. Professor, I just can't stop thinking about the last thing Celeste said to us.
The answer to everything lies in the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
Celeste was clearly trying to give us a hint as to our next rendezvous point.
Oh, of course. She used a code to hide our meeting place from the family. But what could that code possibly mean?
Think of it as a puzzle, Luke. Though I suspect the answer to this puzzle will be much more than our next meeting place. I'd wager that it's also the family's secret headquarters, and where Dimitri's been hiding.
If that's the case, it's even more important that we find out where this place is.
Luke, do you remember seeing a flyer for a restaurant named the Thames Arms on the way here? That's where Celeste will be waiting for us.
At the Thames Arms? But how did you work that out?
Well, Luke, have you ever heard of Old Father Thames? Rivers are often personified in folklore and literature, and the River Thames is no exception. When Celeste said that the answer lies in the Old Father's embrace, the father she was talking about was Old Father Thames.
Nice little restaurant.
Oh, I get it! And an embrace happens in someone's arms. In this case, the arms of the Thames.
Yes, and we already know that the Fox have their boating stuff there and all that. I've been thinking, Professor. What about Luke? About how you, Dimitri, and Don Paolo all have a personal tie to poor Claire. All of you seem to question the circumstances surrounding her death, even Celeste does. Why do I get the feeling that many of the mysteries in the city lead back to that explosion? The explosion that killed Claire didn't just destroy the lab on which she worked. By the time I got word of the accident and ran to the site, the whole place was on flames. A block of flats next to the lab has also been destroyed by a blast. The entire area was devastated. Looking up that scene, I knew that Claire was lost to me forever. And I wasn't the only one who lost something that day. Many others were wounded or lost loved ones. To this day, I still remember an orphan child I met wandering the streets, wailing for its parents. For some time after the incident, I was in a state of shock and grief. Then, when I came back to my sense, I noticed something curious. Despite the scale of the damage, there was no follow-up coverage in the media. Not one word about the incident was printed or broadcasted after the initial reports. I knew the only way I'd get answers about what happened was by running my own investigation. I immediately set to work researching Claire's lab and the scientists she had to work with. During my investigations, I learned that powerful political forces had suppressed the reports of the blast. It was right after this discovery that I was viciously assaulted. My injuries were so severe that I was in hospital for a month. I was lucky to be alive. When I returned to work, my office had been torn apart. The majority of the information I gathered on the case had been stolen. That explosion was no ordinary accident. Someone with serious political clout was involved. And this person abused his or her power to keep any facts about the event from even coming to light. I tried to dig back into the case several times, but it was no use. Every time I tried to make progress, I was met with resistance and threats of violence. Claire's lost to me forever, I know that, but I must know the truth of what happened that day. It's a feeling I'm sure Don Paolo and Celeste share as well. Well, there's just one politician we know in this game so far. It's the Prime Minister. You think Dimitri knows the truth? Dimitri and perhaps other person. Who else do you mean, Professor? Everything will become clear at the Fame's arms. Let's go. I'm lost. Flora, are you okay? Excuse me, comrades. It wasn't my intention to scare the young Fräulein. Pavel, what are you doing down here? I was exploring the area and somehow ended up here, perdido. Whatever that means. Doing some of the cavern exploration you were talking about before, I take it? Earlier in my quest to find the great tunnels, I mistakenly wandered into some train tracks. That little viage puts me in great peril, but danger is part and parcel of exploring El Mundo Non. I suppose you could say that. Naturellement, most of my travels, whose could have been avoided if my compass hadn't been broken, though I think this map might be able to show me which way to go. A bit of help, bitte? This chart has cardinal directions written on each square, however the top of the chart is not necessarily north. If you point the correct side of the chart as north, starting from a certain square and moving in the direction each square indicates, allows you to pass over all squares on the chart. Okay. East, east, east. North. south, so A can't be it. East, south, east, west. B can't be it either. Southwest, east, cause it would, and B would always loop back to the same. North, west, west, south, south, east, east, east. So east, north, west, west, south, south, east, east. C is the one. C is up.
That should do the trick.
C is not. Should have read which one
Few
I'm
things
supposed to
satisfy
bet.
like a puzzle solved.
That's right, C is north. If you set C as north and start from the center square, you can pass through all the squares. Brains. Oh, double gracias, mon monsieur. Thanks to you, I can now continue my travels. Do be careful out there, Pavel. That guy always kind of jump scares. Lovely. We made it this far, so I think it's finally safe to say we've given the family the slip. Things got rather chaotic back there. Flora, are you feeling alright? Not too shaken? I'm fine, Professor. I'm just glad I had you both with me. Professor, the Thames Arms is just up the road from here. Let's go and meet Celeste. There's one more person we haven't seen in a while. And it's old Luke. The Truth Revealed, Chapter 12. And with that, I think we're gonna finish the game today. Oh, look who it is. Ah, Layton, any breakthroughs in your investigation? Possibly, Inspector. In fact, I'm very glad to see you. I need you to accompany me to the Thames Arms. The Thames Arms? My investigation of those premises revealed delicious smells, sir. Be quiet for just a minute, will you, Barton? What is there at the Thames Arms that's so amazing that I need to head there this very instant? I make no promises, but it's likely that what happened there will lead you to the Prime Minister. Really, no? Well, my interest is piqued, but there's the matter of this blasted puzzle. What puzzle? It's in the note I found. I have a feeling I could have some bearing on the case. Would you mind if I had a look at it, Inspector? So you found a random note, huh? And thinks it has anything to do with the case. You receive a letter that says the room in this photograph hides a secret. Remove one of the floor tiles to reveal the hidden treasure. In the same envelope as the letter is a photograph shown below with the following note to the back. Follow the arrow where the treasure lies. Which tile do you need to remove in order to find the treasure circle? Well, there's only one arrow I see, and it's blatantly obviously this one.
That should do the trick.
It's a nose.
Just as I suspected.
That's right, the nose and mouth of the monkey in the picture on the wall combine to form an arrow shape. The treasure can be found under the floor tile directly beneath this arrow. I'm sorry, Inspector, but this letter doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case. Oh well, isn't that just wonderful? Another prospective lead fizzles out. I'm at my wit's end, I tell you. Whatever you got to show me at the Thames Arms, it has to be more useful than that note. Hello there. I'm so glad we're finally able to meet again. Where did you run off to? I was doing a lot of investigating of my own, shadowing a suspicious woman I'd seen around town. I saw her tailing you, Professor, and decided someone had to fill out who she was. Oh, you must be talking about Celeste. And where did you last see her? I lost her for a while, but I just saw her again walking into this restaurant. Seconds later I saw a friend of hers go in as well. Oh, let me guess, Don Paolo. I'm beginning to wonder whether I need to explain. You seem to know... Whether I even need to explain. You seem to know it all already. Well, we've been hard at work investigating too. Of course. I've never expected you to just wait idly for me to return, so now what? All the players in our mystery are here. I think it's time to reconvene with Celeste. Players in a mystery? What does that mean? It means all the suspects and people involved, my dear. It certainly took you sweet time getting here, Layton. I thought you got lost or something. Come now, Paul. I'm sure you surely haven't been waiting that long, have you? Professor Layton, it's such a relief to see you made it out alright. Why, I could hardly let myself get caught before hearing about that secret you mentioned, could I? Something tells me you've already worked most of it out for yourself, am I right? Huh? Professor, is that true? If you know something, Layton, spit it out. All concerned parties seem to be in attendance, so I try to explain things as best as I can.
It's taken time, but I believe I've finally made sense of the bizarre events we've witnessed here.
You've worked it all out?
For the most part.
Eh? Come on then, out with it!
Yes, of course. I have much to say about this city and its secrets.
Oh?
The London we are presently in, this London of the future, is a fake. More precisely, it's a set designed to make us believe that we've traveled 10 years into the future.
What?
Because, you see, there is no time machine. Not here, not anywhere.
What?
We were all led to believe that the clock shop was a portal to the future. But the truth about that shop is in some ways just as bewildering. The back room of the clock shop is no time machine. It's a lift leading down into the earth.
What? Wow, Granny has some jumping power there.
You mean to say we're underground right now? Precisely. You may have heard of subterranean caverns, as some of them house ancient ruins. Some experts theorize that these caverns pepper the entire Earth. What I've seen here leads me to conclude that Dmitri used one such cavern to build this false London. It's as if we're standing in the largest film set ever created.
What? I don't believe it!
So Dmitri is behind all this then? But why? That question stumped me as well.
Why would he go to such pains to make us believe we're in the future?
It doesn't make sense, unless convincing people of this is the key to achieving his ultimate goal.
What kind of goal requires a setup like that?
It's simple. It seems that Dmitri never gave up his original dream of building a time machine. But though he poured all his energy into achieving this feat, the task was too large for one man. He needed other scientists to support his project, so he turned to the greatest minds in London. But to keep the scientists working for him, they needed to believe that they were in the future.
Why?
Think about it, Luke. Dmitri couldn't imprison the scientists, not in the conventional sense. After all, who knows what kind of work they would produce under those circumstances? No, Dmitri needed a different approach to compel the scientists to complete his research.
Smart
The
brain.
scientists had to want the time machine to work as much as Dmitri did.
Yeah,
So
to
he
return
told
back
them
to
that
the
they had been
family.
shot forward 10 years in time, stranded a decade from home. Dmitri misled the scientists, telling them that the time machine was an unfinished project. They thought they were stranded, and that the machine was their only hope of returning home.
Ah, so that's why they were so willing to follow orders.
That's all I've been able to work out. Perhaps our friend here can fill us in on the rest.
Oh?
I see you've caught on. Excellent work as always, Herschel.
The family uses this establishment as a hideout.
That voice of his sounds familiar.
Therefore, it seemed a bit odd that the bartender didn't so much as raise an eyebrow when we walked in.
I have to give credit where it's due. I never imagined you'd work out so much of the plan yourself. I suppose I've no choice but to shut you up for good.
Future London turned out to be a fake city built in an underground cavern beneath the real London. Dimitri led his team of scientists to believe that they were trapped in the future so that they would put every effort into completing a functioning time machine. And I should really breathe when I read those, man. Dimitri Allen, you've been watching us the whole time? I wish to issue a challenge to the professor. Bumbling lawmen have no part in this conversation. Bumbling? I'd give you bumbling. Would be wise for you all to stay exactly where you are. This restaurant is rigged with vanilla explosives to level the place, and they're ticking. Are you out of your mind? We'll all die, even you. Me? Ha, no, I'm going to stroll out of this place. You see, I know exactly how long we've got left, and I know the way out. Oh, and if you're thinking of running away, make sure you don't fret on a bomb. One false step and boom. This place is a minefield. That's right. Now I'm going to watch you squirm a bit more, and then leave you to your fate. Well then, it would seem that you've bested me, Dimitri. There's nothing I can do. Not exactly, Professor. Have a look at this piece of paper. It tells you all you need to know about the bombs in this room. Fair enough. Let's see what we have here. The numbers above on the left of the map indicate the number of bombs each column in the row. Ah, yes, okay. Red dots indicate people and squares indicate tables. No bombs in these squares. Okay. Zero, zero? Or an infinite? Ah. Oh, well done, Professor. I should have made it. Shouldn't have made it so easy for you. You found all the bombs. Suppose you're going to avoid getting blown up after all. I'd say the same, unless of course there was something you weren't telling me. What? Luke, this paper isn't just telling us where the bombs are. It's telling us how much time we've got left. Oh! 0, 0, Professor. It's all over. The bombs are going to blow. Not so fast, Luke. No. Wait, Luke, listen. It isn't 0, 0. This is simple for infinity. The bombs are never going to go off, because there are no bombs. What? That's it, Dimitri, isn't it? It's true you've done some evil things, but you're not a killer. You just wanted to keep us busy so you could make your escape. Well, he tried.
I should have known I wouldn't fool you, Herschel.
I've worked things out on my own this far, but I need you to help make sense of the rest. You must have had some reason for concocting a scheme this wild.
Wild is the right term for building an entire city underground.
I had a very good reason. It all started about 10 years ago. Bill Hawks and I were friends and colleagues. We worked in the same lab researching time travel. Our research meant everything to us. We poured our hearts and souls into uncovering the secrets of space and time. After months of progress, we had built ourselves a prototype time machine. It was finally time to test our work with a human subject. Bill thought we should use Claire as the first test subject. She was our lab assistant. I, of course, vehemently opposed this idea. I loved her too, you see. And though she didn't return my feelings, I didn't want to risk her getting hurt in the experiment. Around this time, I noticed a flaw in the design of our machine. I begged Bill to postpone the experiment, but he wouldn't hear of it. Sometime after the accident, I made a startling discovery. Unbeknownst to me, Bill had made a deal to sell the technology behind the machine's power source. Apparently, a large corporation had offered him a very impressive sum. Bill knew the machine wasn't ready for a human subject, but he needed to demonstrate its viability.
With a
We
huge
all know
explosion.
the tragic results of his decision. By the time I realized Bill planned to go ahead with the experiment, it was too late to stop it.
That doesn't look like multiple houses being destroyed, but sure. Guess there would have been nothing left of the lab if it was like that. Oh well, for the sake of this story. And of course he survived while all the people surrounding them died. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Totally makes sense.
Because of Bill's greed, Claire was lost to me forever. Life is full of cruel twists. In the blink of an eye, I lost my life's work and the love of my life. To say I was a broken man would be an understatement. Bill, on the other hand, made a full recovery from his injuries. He also completed the deal with the corporation, pocketing more money than most people see in a life. He used his newfound fortune to climb the political ladder to the very top.
And that is why he
Killed
took the
Claire
Prime Minister.
and was rewarded with the most powerful seat in government. If that's not a cruel joke, I don't know what it is. I can't pretend I wasn't bitter, and it was this bitterness that sent me back to my research. I thought that if I could travel to the past, I could rob Bill of all that he had won. Oh, of course, there was another reason why I wanted to go back in time. To save Claire from her fate. Surely you understand, Herschel.
Claire is no longer with us. There's nothing anyone can do to turn back time.
Do you really believe that?
I don't want to, but I do. I have just one more question for you.
What is it?
Someone's been using you as a pawn. Are you aware of this?
What are you talking about?
Hello? I mean, we've seen the weapons.
Someone here masterminded a scheme even more awful than yours, Dimitri. And that person is there!
I think you're mistaken, Professor.
Who would have thought?
No, there's no mistake here. And there's no hiding it anymore, Luke. Or should I call you Clive?
Da-da-dum.
It took some time to put together the pieces of your plan, but when I finally understood it all, the sheer evil of it sent a chill down my spine.
What is he talking about, Clive?
You kept your true intentions hidden from everyone, Clive. Even your partner, Dimitri.
What are you saying, Herschel?
Clive was aiming for revenge on a massive scale, and you were nothing more than a pawn, Dimitri.
Ew.
Tremendous work, Professor. You found me out.
Stop speaking in riddles, Layton. What's this all about? Clive, you lived next door to the lab that exploded 10 years ago. You were just a child then. That blast demolished half of the building you lived in. Reports indicate that 10 people were killed in the explosion, 2 of whom were your parents. It must have been a terrible shock. In the span of a few seconds, you lost your family and your home. When the initial shock wore off, it was replaced with anger. You became obsessed with exacting revenge on those who had wronged you.
Great.
You were lucky enough to be adopted by a kindly woman in her golden years, Constance Dove. Miss Dove's extreme kindness was matched in scale only by the enormous fortune she possessed. You two lived quite happily as a family for a time. Sadly, it wasn't to last. Miss Dove departed from this world 5 short years later, leaving her fortune to you. Before long, you graduated from secondary school and took a part-time job at a prominent newspaper. Considering your sizable inheritance, I don't think you took the job for pocket money. You were searching for something. Using the newspaper's resources, you finally hunted down the men responsible for your misery. You knew that both Bill Hawks and Dimitri Allen were responsible for the explosion. Armed with this information, you concocted a plan to avenge your parents. First, you befriended Dimitri and convinced him to resume his research on the time machine. Then, you used your inheritance to set up this elaborate facsimile of London. With your stage in place, you used your contacts in the press to find the best scientists in the country. After all, you would need quite a bit of help to complete this time machine. You then proceeded to lure these brilliant men into your trap. However, unbeknownst to Dimitri, most of your staff were not working on the time machine.
What?
Clive had secretly reassigned many of the scientists to a different project. You might think of it as his pet project.
I mean, tanks, bombs and all that? Yeah, sure.
We don't
Seems
have
like
all
a
day,
project.
Layton. What was the second project? A weapon designed to cause destruction on an unimaginable scale.
A weapon? Is this true, Clive?
And I thought scientists were supposed to be observant. While you focused on your machine, I had a different goal. Though some may call it revenge, I prefer to think of it as justice over single-minded scientists and corrupt politicians.
What are you saying, Clive?
Enough explanations! Let me show you!
And of course he takes a hostage. Of course it's Flora. Inspector, would you please move and not just sit there? Professor, what are we going to do? Here's Flora and... Layton, look over there. Where? That doesn't seem to me like a simple lighthouse.
Move to higher ground.
That's gonna give a wave. That's a deep river, holy carp. How? That thing is clearly larger than that river. What? How? I guess it's folding? Okay, yeah, it seems to be folding, but still, what? Oh look, it's a tank. A crawling tank. That's massive. That's not gonna cause any destruction. Professor, what is that thing? It seems Clive's been working on some sort of mobile fortress. Flora's trapped up there. We got to save her. That's a turn of events, isn't it? Chapter 13, The Stronghold of Madness. Well, the thing is, we have riddles. That maniac Clive has been building a war machine under London all this time. It's madness. So this is the weapon that Clive was building. Did you know about this before? No, I suspected someone was developing weapons behind Dimitri's back, but I never imagined that the product of all that research would be this atrocity. In any case, it's dangerous here. You need to leave at the double. But what about you? I'm going to get Flora. Are you mad? Look at that thing. You'll be killed. Isn't this usually where you like to show off? You're planning to rescue Flora, aren't you, Layton? Of course, but how can I gain access to the fortress interior? We could try scaling one of its legs. Foolish boy, you'd be squashed flatter than a pancake. Hey, Layton, how would you like to use your own car to get to the fortress? You mean the one at the hospital? But that was just a model to make us believe we're in the future. Ah, but I stole the blueprints for it and made my own improved Layton-mobile, fully kitted out. I was saving it for a special occasion, but too bad. Can't always make another one. The car's waiting for you on the hill over there. Get a move on. Many thanks, Paul. Don't get all sappy over me, Layton. I'm only doing this for Flora. Why would he do this for Flora, though? Damn, Paul, I wasn't joking. This looks just like the real Layton-mobile. Yes, but before we do that, actually I think it's quicker to go to the one after, yeah, the one after the woods is quicker. Before we do that cutscene, let's solve some more puzzles. There might be some puzzles in the end when we finish this to solve, but yeah. Let's do all of these before we go further, because we're going for all puzzles, at least all puzzles during the storyline. Professor Layton and Luke are chatting in a closed shop. You know, Luke, there's something here that really appeals to me. I think I might just try and negotiate a purchase. What has caught the Professor Layton's eyes? That's a question mark. I think it's this one, because that's a question mark. I don't know why I thought of that, but I saw it immediately.
Stop Layton's apprentice.
Keen eye, the answer is C. The item Professor Layton is actually interested in, however, is the hanger. It's shaped like the question mark. Whenever I see a puzzle, look, I can't help but take action. But Professor, that's not a puzzle, it's a hanger. Yeah, indeed. The hen clocky derby? Is it hens on a derby then? That's interesting. Yes. This look interesting. Some of them look like radishes. Let me just quickly recalibrate my camera because my focus seems to be off. There we go. Somebody's been racing chickens. Looks like it was a photo finish, but the photo's been torn. You need to work out which chicken came in 7th place. 1, 2, which is this one. This is the back, this is the back. This is the middle. Part of that pink is from another piece. Okay, we have this guy's feathers, which seem to be this. It's a 3, 4, but also there's something green up there. So there must be... This is back on this side, so this is back, this is back, and this is top back. This fits here, it seems. So these are not 3 and 4. Those blue feathers belong to this guy. But he's the first hen in the picture. He's the second. He's probably the third. Third, fifth, sixth, 7. I think F is 7. If I didn't get it wrong, I might have gotten it wrong. Yeah, I got it wrong. Okay. Oh man.
I was sure my
Quite
logic was
tricky.
sound.
Yeah. This guy's number 1, which is... No, hold on. This guy's number 1, he's further. 1. 2, which is this guy. Three. Not just this guy. Actually, he's 3. He is 4. Make him 5. His green is, I think, this guy's. No, that can't be. Can it? Maybe it can. Yes, it may be possible with the edge there. No, this one is his tail. Okay, his tail is this thing there. This one sits behind here and this one sits on top. That's between these. It's not him because he is further back. These are his feathers, so that's... this guy's. These are his. One, two, three. Four. 5, 6. I think it could be M. Gosh.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
No, man. You know
I'm
what?
sure
I'm just
my logic
gonna.
was sound.
This one is gonna be the one I'm gonna look up. So far I've only looked up the riddle text, but I really can't bother trying to piece this together. I wanna try though. I really wanna try. I don't wanna spend too much time on it. So I know that this piece goes right here. So this is hen number 1. This one is almost crossing over the finish line, which means this is hen number 2, which in turn is this piece. Which is his feathers. These two are clear. This one goes here with this one on the bottom. But then on top comes this one. And it looks like he would be 3 then. I will make this guy 4, I think. These two are pretty much the last I can ignore them, so can I do with this piece, because these are the edge pieces downwards. So can I with this piece, I think. So, just between those, we know it's not F and not M. So it's between E and L. These are the feathers of this guy, which is number 2. So actually, he is 3. No, he's 4. Maybe because this guy is 3. The way that would make that 5. 6 and then 7. Please.
That should do the trick.
Oh, finally. Okay, only 3
Just
tries.
as I suspected.
Chicken E clocked into 7th place. Oh yeah, okay, yep, I saw that, yep. I knew that these all were out of the question. It was between these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, L is 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I got it in the end. I misplaced these two, but yeah. Oh, finally, my poor brains. But yeah, we're gonna finish this game today, so no worries, even if we do overtimes. You have 4 numbered stamps. Stamp the numbers into the blank space to complete the equation. Only one digit can fit into each blank space, and you must use the lowest possible number of stamps. Five equals 3 plus. Cannot make this into a 2. So it always will be a 5. Maybe you can make it with just these. Except for if you go with Roman numerals, and then it would be only 1, right?
How about this?
Nope. But I tricked that.
I guess it's back
If your
to the
equation doesn't
drawing
work, try
board.
thinking about it from a different angle. Yeah, I thought so. Roman numerals, right? I mean, you could make, but 3 plus 3 isn't 8. Infinite? Maybe just a 3, because you can
This one's as good
combine
as
it to
solved.
multiple? No.
I don't know what to say.
If we use see-through paper and just stamp this, then we have 3, a 5, and 2. So how about that?
How about this?
Well, my first thought I had immediately when I saw this puzzle was the right one. Okay. The stamps you need to use are 3 and 5. The equation works out if you enter 1 plus 7 equals 8, but if you enter 3 plus 5, 8, you only use 2 stamps, yes. Mm-hmm. Five people are talking about their swimming powers. The second fastest swimmer is standing next to the biggest person. So he's the biggest person, so the second fastest is either that person or that person. I may have the biggest body, but I'm certainly not the fastest swimmer. So he is definitely not the fastest. So he's 3, 4, 5, or 6. There's 5 only, so 3, 4, 5. I've got the fanciest costume, but I'm no match for Big B. Fanciest costume? I'm the smallest and I finished 4th. Okay, so that means 4 and 2. I beat the person beside me to win. How about that? Fastest swimmer is D. I beat the person beside me to win is this person then, which means it's D.
This one's as good as solved.
Oh, finally an easier one of those.
Phew, that's a relief.
Better than the chicken. How long? I wonder. From here a one-way trip to your Destination takes an hour. The plan for the trip was to divide 12 people into two 6-seater cars, but one of the cars broke down, so you can only use the other one. Assuming that the journey back takes the same amount of time as the journey there, how many hours will it take to get all 12 people to your destination using one car? Just pull the other one? I'm gonna say 1, because you can pull it.
This one's as good
Might
as
be wrong
solved.
though. Yeah, they want the math thing. The thing is, there's always a
Let me
way.
think this through again.
Yeah, you need to... I mean, I guess their crucial point would be that you'd always need to drive back with one person, so... 5 people stay there, 1 hour there. 1 person goes back, 1 hour back. 5 people stay there with 1 hour there. Makes 10. He needs to drive 1 hour back. Pick up the last remaining people, which brings over the 2 people. Which means we have 5. Right? I don't know. I should have
This
checked.
one's
Let's
as
see.
good as solved.
Yep. Well,
I knew it.
my other one was too much. 5 hours. The car always needs a driver in order to make the trip back. As such, it will take 2 round trips and one one-way trip for all 12 people to reach the destination. Yes. Moving day. Okay, let's solve this last one and then we're gonna go up towards the fortress. 2 men are moving boxes from the ground floor to the top. The large man carrying 2 boxes and takes 1 minute to get to the top floor. The smaller man can only carry 1 box but take just 30 seconds. Both men take the same amount of time to return to the ground floor as they do reach the top floor. The boxes are too bulky to pass from one man to the other on the way up. If there were 7 boxes, how many minutes would it take the men to get all the boxes to the top floor? He will take 2 boxes for 1 minute. And he will take 1 box for 30 seconds. So, well, he brings up 2 boxes in 1 minute. He's already back down. So, 2, 1. He will need 1 minute down, which makes 2. So they both bring up 2 boxes in 2 minutes. Which is 4. Then the other one brings... It doesn't matter which one they do, because this one brings up 2 in a minute. Well, this one takes 30 seconds for the last one. Which means 3 minutes. Alright.
This one's as good as solved.
Yep, okay, I got it. Whew. Instantly got it, that's nice.
No puzzle can stop Layton's
Okay, let's go
apprentice.
to the fortress. Correct, it would take 3 minutes to get all the boxes to the top floor. This puzzle gets a lot easier if you make some notes. We did. And luckily we can in this game, because if you remember the Curious Village, you couldn't. I'm sure if you go around there's a lot of riddles you can solve still, but I think there's like... You know, you can always go back after you finish the thing. Let's go into the Layton mobile. There's one thing I need to confess, Layton. What is it, Paul? The truth is the car's almost ready, but I don't know which screw to use in this last joint here, of course. But the whole car could fall apart. What are we going to do now? No need to get so shrill, Brad. We can work it out. One of these screws is sure to do the trick. Of course. Scrutinized screws. That's screwed. One of the 6 screws A to F will fit properly into the threaded hole. The width of the hole matches the thickness of all the screws. You only choose flathead screwdriver. Now hurry, you don't have much time. This seems to be a hex boat, and this is not a flathead, so it must be one of these. This one has the wrong twist, so does this one. These two have the right twist, but only this one is the flathead one, so it must be this one. I think.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Yes. Visual imagination, visual
satisfy
brains
like a
do help
puzzle
with this
solved.
one. That's it, now hurry up and get the car moving. Yes, we do. Do we get a cutscene? We do. This is the one, I'm sure of it. I've got to hand it to you this time, Layton. That was some fine work. So, is the car ready to drive now? You bet it is, boy. Gentlemen, your chariot awaits. Ooh, fancy.
I'll go with you.
Don't worry, Celeste. We'll take care of this. Time's running out. Don't be afraid to floor it. Understood.
Oh, Layton! Have you gone insane?
Kind of. Also, I'm worried about the grip on this thing wheel. Not the pagoda! Why would he destroy everything here and not in overworld London? You know what I mean?
Hold on tight, Luke.
Got it!
Yep. It's not gonna end deadly. At all. Oh, of course there's a car tunnel there. Who would have guessed? Of course they have a car way up. Convenient. That was a sound of relief if I ever heard one.
Priority is finding where Clive has taken Flora.
Aye, aye, Professor. But this place is huge. They could be anywhere.
First things first, let's find a way in.
First things first, let's search for hint coins, cause why not? They're in so random places, I didn't remember them being so random. Well, it's okay. Let's just go. The door is locked with a puzzle. I wouldn't expect anything less from Clive. It's clear that we're not getting inside without doing some thinking. Swap to unlock. Door below sealed shut with a mysterious lock that yields 6 dials which can be swapped and rotated. To open the door, arrange the dials so the gems of the same color border each other both horizontally and vertically. Okay, so red and blue in this configuration. There's 2 versions of that. Let's try this one first. Is there one that has 2 yellows bordering? No. That means it must be this one. Green and yellow bordering. Guess there's also 2 variations. No, looks like there's only one. And then red and green, which is not possible. Also needs to be... Oh, I just realized there's another one. No, that's the wrong way around though. Green and yellow. This one. Blue and green in that configuration is this one. And then we have red and... Nah, let's do with green and blue. And then with yellow and red, which would be this one, and then this. How about that?
That should do the trick.
Hehe.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Indeed. A gem of a solution. Now you can push on. Excellent. With the puzzle solved, we're free to go in. Great, then let's head in. This is a huge castle. Look at the map. Transport port. It looks just like a normal lift to me. This appears to be some sort of lift. I think we can use it to move around the fortress. But there are so many buttons, I don't have the slightest clue how to operate it. Oh, you two, get away from that transport pod. Oh no, we've been spotted. We've come here for the girl Clive kidnapped. Tell us where Flora is at once. Flora, you must mean that pretty thing the boss dragged back here. The boss? So you've been working for Clive all along? Of course we have. The meter was just a puppet. Clive's been our guy from day one. Ah, it makes all makes sense now. We chucked your little friend into the ventilation room. Not that you'll be able to get to her, mind. I wouldn't be sure about that. What's to stop us from taking this transport pod to the ventilation room? You've even been so kind as to leave us an explanation of how to use the device. I did not. Well, except for that note, but that's written in an uncrackable code. Have a gander if you like, but you ain't never gonna work out the instructions. Of course they leave a note there. To open the door you need to press the numerical buttons according to these cryptic instructions. Open with 2 but leave 4. Pressing just the 2 button and leaving the 4 button untouched doesn't work. Maybe it's like... two? I don't know.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Well...
Few things
instantly got it.
Puzzle solved.
Bingo! The trick was to light up buttons to form the shape of the number 2. Leave 4 simply means that there were 4 buttons you need to leave untouched. Ta-dang! There, the door should be open any moment now. What? Hey, stop! You ain't allowed to go in there. And how are you going to stop us? You're just a talking head. Come on, Professor, let's find Flora. Let's see. The ventilation room appears to be located on the 12th floor. Don't you dare step inside there. If you do, I'll make sure you regret it. How exactly? You find it hard to make us regret anything from behind that glass. See you. Uh-oh, Luke. Don't provoke. Don't provoke. Seems to be the map of the entire construction. Oh, look, there's the ventilation room. Seems this pod will take us there at the touch of a button. Let's be off. But first... no hint coins? At all? Okay, apparently not. Such a place you would like to go. Seems there's 2 more destinations, huh? You arrived at the ventilation floor, yay! Convenient, as there is 1 floor for the ventilation that's totally not gonna screw everything up if you miss one thing. Think this is the room we're looking for. Flora must be on the other side of this big door. Yes, we can only hope that she's unharmed. Let's go in. Convenient, there's not even a puzzle. Flora! Oh, thank goodness you're here. You poor thing. Hold on just a moment, Flora. We'll soon get you out of there. Classical villain traps damsel in distress in glass pot? Sure. Why not? Oh great, this weird glass cage has another one of those puzzle locks on it. Simply can't stand to see Flora in that awful thing. Let's get this puzzle solved quickly. Yeah, like a fish glass or a display, you know. Oh. Oh, it does look like they would be satisfying to collect. They look so much like keyboard caps. I hope they have a good switch in them. Start from a button and follow the arrows from one button to the next. Find the only button that will lead you through all the other buttons on the panel. It's this one. It has nothing pointed to it, so that's how you would find it, but I'm just cracking backwards.
Well, that's settled.
That's the one. Did you find a button that doesn't point to any other button and work backwards from there? The starting button isn't pointed by any other button either, so that's another way to solve this puzzle. Told ya. Alright, Flora, I'm opening the cell. Clunk.
I'm so glad to see you.
No need to worry. You're safe now, dear. But you can't stay here.
Lead the way. Yeah, let's go.
You two head straight back to the car. I'll meet you there after I put a stop to this contraption.
No way. I'm your apprentice, which means I can't just let you plunge headlong into danger without me.
Fair.
And I'm going too.
I can't let you do this.
And I can't let you do it alone. Yeah, what he said.
False bravery
I
there.
can't change your mind. Come along if you must, but be careful.
Yeah, definitely
Are we going to
is
find Clive?
stupid bravery.
Indeed.
Oh,
but our
gosh.
time is running out, so let's hurry.
You know, in this case, one person to run out if everything collapses, it's probably easier than more. Shh! Someone's coming! Hide yourselves as best as you can. But there's nowhere to hide. Quick, duck behind that piece of machinery over there. Ah, great, she's gone. Yes, do you think that might be because you told Layton where to find her? Leave it out, will ya? Yeah, I messed up, but you bang on about it ain't helping. Oh, well, I'll have to go over the surveillance room and tell Clive we lost the girl. Alright, while you're doing that, I get after Layton and his conies. Did you hear that, Professor? Clive's in the surveillance room. So are we going to go and talk to him? Flora, the man just abducted you. We're not just going to have a pleasant chat. You're right, that was quite ill-mannered of him. Let's just focus on getting to the surveillance room for now. Alright, still, it was an awful thing he did, wasn't it, Professor? Professor? Oh, Flora, you're too slow. Ha, I knew you couldn't hide from me. Oh no, we've been spotted again. Relax, look, there's little you can do from behind that monitor. Now let's go to the surveillance room. Heh, shows that you know. You need the keycode to go to the surveillance room, fools. You ain't got nowhere without that. Well, be sure to decipher the keycode before and then. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. Oh yeah. That guy is so stupid. Keycode puzzle. So what's the key code? Apparently you can arrange these 10 pieces to find the answer. That actually might go here. And then that here or something. We have an 8. It fits perfectly in here. That doesn't fit here, but it would fit here with the ones. Somehow, except... I think that might have to be moved back a bit. That won't work though. Okay. Needs to be like this. Nope, not turn. There we go. How about this? Then we have the 1 here, the 2 here. This one looks like the bottom of the 0 or something. Yep, indeed. And this is the top. Zero 081127. Zero 081127. How about that?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Okay.
Few
Then
things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
That's right, the answer is 081127. It becomes clear when you put the pieces together in the right way. Now you know the key code. Who lays a puzzle like that there to hide the key code? Well, that takes care of that. Clive is gonna have my hide for this. If you're so scared of Clive, why don't you just do a runner? Wait, what did you say? I said you might as well run away if you're going to get punished either way. You know, that ain't such a bad idea. Yeah, I'm out of here. Later, fellas. Can't believe that actually worked. Yeah, I can't either. Arrived at the surveillance floor. Let's find the hidden coins before we go anywhere. Because of course we would. Well, I guess. Been waiting for you, Professor Layton. I was beginning to think that Clive had got it wrong. We lost you for a second when that idiot Lockjaw ran off. Clive certainly has it all worked out, does he? Doesn't he? What did he send you here for? Isn't it obvious? I'm the muscles. No, it's usually the point at which I show you just how good I am with a knife. Watch out, Professor! Get behind me, you two. No need to panic. The only thing I'm throwing you away today is this puzzle. But why? Cat's eye view. Okay, so in this puzzle, an incomplete square or rectangle with stones at only 3 corners is fine. A complete square or rectangle of any size with a stone at all 4 corners is invalid. Place cat's eye stones into the round slots below. And the only rule is that no 4 stones can form a square or rectangle, either horizontally or vertically. Touch the icon on the top left to view examples of how to arrange the stones. There are 6 slots in this puzzle. What's the maximum number of stones you can place for following the above rule? Okay, so forming a square in like a larger one or in any kind of... Okay, so rectangle square. So, means we can put one here, technically here and here, but not here. Which means we can put one here, one here. One here. And also one here. Cannot put one here because that would make a rectangle. That would make a rectangle. We can put one here. No, we can't because this would make one. Cannot put one here because that would make one. Not here because that would make one. That would make one. That would make one. That would not make one. That would clearly make one, and that would make one. Am I right? That's not a square, that's not a square. It's not a rectangle. No rectangles or squares to be found, I think. I think it's 8. Let's see, please.
Let's see if I've got this right.
No?
Well, if it
Should go without saying, but the answer is fewer than 16. Maybe there's more we can place. Or less, or there's a different configuration. Let's see, that's not a square, that's not a square, that's not a square. I'm going through them again. It's not a square. It's not one. There must be one more I can place or something. I mean, we can always put a maximum of 3. Okay, hold on. Let me just, like, start in the middle with the max. Then we can place one here, but not here. We can place one here, but not here. Or we can place one... let's go with here. Square to be had there. None to be had there. Or there. This one will go to... This one will go... This one won't go because that would make 1. I think this one would still go, which would make 9. So if we put one here, that's 1 here, that would be 1. Yeah, I think let's try 9. It's because we have always 3, so 8 wouldn't have made sense. Maybe 9 is right. Yeah, okay. 9 is right, because it's always a 3 thing of like boards that make it. No matter how you arrange the stones, the most you can place without breaking the rules 9. This diagram shows just one example. The difficult part is being confident that you found the correct answer. Fair. Looks like I was wrong about that puzzle cutting you down. We can pass then? Yes, but only because Clive instructed me not to touch a single hair on any of your pretty heads. Otherwise I'd be showing you the pointy end of my knife collection, if you know what I mean. Everyone stay away from him, he could be lying. Don't worry, boy. Orders are orders. Besides, no one can stop Clive. Now get moving, the boss hates being made to wait. So he waited for us purposely. What was this Clive planning with this machine of his? Yeah, what is he planning with the machine of his besides destroying? But why would he wait for us either? Just to make sure if there's hint coins. Searching for a self-destruction button, of course yes. Any more? There might be some, I don't know where. Let's talk to him.
So nice of you to join me, Professor.
Whatever it is you have planned, you can't go through with it. We know what Bill and Dmitri did. When the world learns of it, they'll be punished. You said you wanted justice. And isn't that justice enough?
That's a nice sentiment. But without large-scale havoc, those fools in government will never change their ways.
Listen to yourself, Clive.
Who are you to argue with me? As a reporter, I've witnessed countless tragedies firsthand. And it's clear that my life isn't the only one that's been destroyed in the name of progress.
Yeah, but if you destroy other people's lives, that won't break the change.
We're all just bumps on the road to a brighter tomorrow. The only thing a bully understands is force.
Nope.
So you see, I have no choice but to level this place and rebuild it from the ground up.
No.
What you're saying is unthinkable.
This conversation is over.
No, Clive!
Oops. How do you intend to get out of this one, Professor? Do tell. With a riddle, the final tile. Floor below is made up of 24 tiles. It's specially designed so that the tiles will fall away in a path one by one, until they're all gone. Once the first tile falls, an adjacent tile falls, then the one next to that, and so on. Following this order of suits, hearts, spades, diamonds, and clubs. The first tile to fall over is not necessarily a heart. If you can find the tile that will fall last, you can stop the throw from disappearing. Touch the last tile, then touch submit. Okay, hold on. That makes sense. Da-da-dum. This one needs to hard. Bum, 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 hard. Okay. Can't be it. Okay, hold on. Let's try to... I'm just gonna start off with hard again. Peak diamond cross. Sorry, spade diamond and cross. I'm doing the German one. If we think of this, is there any way that these come before this? So, peak before, cross before that before that, then that, then that before that, then that. That means that this one would be the last. If you go in this order. Peak hard. Wait on. Club, diamond. Hold on. Spade, diamond, club, heart. Yeah, okay. This one. The last one should be that one, right? Oh, phew. Okay.
Just as I suspected.
Bingo, very impressive work. Hey! We saved us.
You never fail to impress. Sadly, I must leave you now, as the main event is about to start.
What do you mean?
Stylish, of course. Of course he has one of those lifts. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, of course, the ceiling of the cave. It didn't look like a ceiling because of the fog he dispenses, but yeah. That is just terrifying. Imagine just casually being in your house and that coming out of the ground. Yep, that would have killed about 20 to 30 people. So yeah, just killing the small people makes sense, makes total sense. Huh? Great. Yeah, good. Because wreaking havoc on people makes more sense, huh?
This is utter madness.
Please,
It is.
make yourselves comfortable. Sit back and relax.
You're just a murderer.
You won't be leaving anytime soon.
You, Clive, are just a fucking murderer.
London, because this will be your last chance.
Celeste?
Come with me. I know how we can stop Clive. There has to be a generator somewhere here. All we need to do is find it and shut it down.
I see. We'll cut off the power at the source.
Smart.
But wait. This place is huge. We don't have time to scour it all. What are we going to do?
Look around you. The monitors in this control room are linked to cameras throughout the fortress. Perhaps they can offer us some clue as to the generator's location.
Smart. Look at all these monitors! We should be able to see all the parts of the fortress from here, so we'll be able to find the location of the generator room. That's right, Luke. Now let's get searching. Connect the bots. This is a map of the floor where the generator room is located. Locations of 2 camera-equipped security bots are identified by the red and green arrows. To prevent Professor Layton from finding it, Clive has ensured that the patrol routes followed by these security bots do not pass by the generator room. These bots will always turn at the rounded yellow corners. Touch the room that the bots do not pass. That's a generator room. Okay, so... Nope, he would turn before that. Why would he make sure of that it won't touch the generator room? Oh, that's just stupid. Sorry to say, but what? Oh no, it wouldn't go that far, it would actually turn here. There we go. Which means this room is the one they don't touch there.
Here's my answer.
Ta-da! I almost missed this because I made the mistake. You bought it. Not even Clive can trick Professor Layton and company. Welp. Ah, there it is! That's it, Luke. Now all we have to do is feed these coordinates into the transport pod. Let's go. We're right behind you, Professor. Coordinates in the... Wasn't that just a floor plan thing? Celeste, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Oh, what is that? How in the world did you manage to get into the fortress? The professor and I had to do some pretty fancy maneuvering to get here. What's more, this fortress is moving now. How did you catch up with us? Did you know, Luke? I'm a witch. I just hopped on my broom and flew up to the deck. No, you're just pulling my leg. Come on, I'm curious. Alright, if you're that interested, I suppose I can let you on in my secret. Just go through that door to the deck outside. Did Dumpolo help her? Yes, he did. That's Dumpolo's little bird. Oh my gosh, that's Dumpolo's flying machine. That's right, I begged him to fly me up here, so he loaded me in and sent me up. He controlled the machine from the ground. I didn't have to do anything. Amazing, isn't it? You can say that again. Funny, you don't seem so surprised, Professor. Well, I already knew Paul had his machine with him. It's what he used to escape from the research facility that we infiltrated in, isn't it, Celeste? Nothing just gets past you, doesn't it, Professor? So now that we have Dumpolo's flying machine, we can come and go from here's the place. That's right, Luke. Why are you thinking of abandoning our mission? Never. I just thought it might be a good idea to drop Flora off somewhere safe before heading on. No way, I'm staying here. I can't say I blame you, Flora. You've got some to stick close to the people you care about. Yes, but it's good to know we can return underground to continue exploring, should we wish to, I mean. Alright everyone, we're ready. We really shouldn't dwell out here. We need to head to the generator room. So yes, we are gonna go back after we solve the final riddle, because then we can find all the riddles that we have missed. Oh yes, I nearly forgotten. Let's go everyone. That's not what I meant to click, sure. It's okay though, we can just go back. I meant to search for hint coins out there. So I guess don't click the helicopter for hint coins. There's something there. Is that a riddle? No, I didn't click on it. I clicked clearly off to the side. Nah, there was like something in the floor there. I want to figure out what that is. Ah, there it is. Riddle? No, hint coin. Great. Let's go into the pod and to the final destination, the generator room. Professor, how are we supposed to input the generator room coordinates? We should be able to enter them into one of these devices. Oh, what about that one on the wall over there? It's got numbers and things all over it. Logica. Ah, the one with the green monitor? Yes, let's have a look at it. 'Cause that makes sense. Punch in those coordinates, Luke. Once you do that, we should be able to go to the generator room. Look, Professor, the button for the generator room lit up. Convenient. Very convenient. Let's get 4 hint coins first, because this is the final room. Not the final riddle, but it's gonna be the final room. Okay. I guess let's go. So this is the heart of the fortress. There's one control panel for the generator, but it's locked away. The lock's a puzzle. Would you like to give it a shot, Professor? I do my best. Of course he does. 10-step solution. Crack the security lock. You need to swap A and B in 10 moves or fewer. Oh gosh. Okay, I got the A and B thing down though. Damn, I messed up because I let go. There we go. Oh my goodness, I got it. Woohoo! 2 tries. Technically 3 because I mispulled that one. Bravo, you cracked the lock. What do we see inside? I think I've done it. Stand back, everyone. My word. Look, it's the Prime Minister fueling it. Not the Prime Minister?
I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Though, if you're hoping to find our fearless leader, I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. I know how you like to play the hero, but I'd advise you not to get any foolish ideas. You see, the Prime Minister is perched on a very special seat. And should you try to move him from that pod, this whole fortress will detonate. Also, you should know that there's enough charge in here to level most of London.
Yeah, we've got to.
Of course, London's getting leveled either way. No, I do hate to run, but I have work to do.
Ah, great. Look at this device. It seems to be monitoring the Prime Minister's heartbeat. It will detonate the charge if the sound of his heartbeat disappears. Perhaps we can sever the connection somehow. I wouldn't do that, Professor. See how there are 2 sets of wires in the circuit? Don't think we'll be able to cut both sets before the device reacts. Amazing, Celeste. You obviously possess a better understanding of mechanics than I do. Your sister would be very proud. Hey, I've just had an idea. What if you use this? That is the pocket watch I gave Claire long ago, and here thought it has been lost in the explosion. No, I actually found it when I got through Claire's things after the accident. Unfortunately, the watch has been broken since I found it. No matter how much I wound it up, it never seems to run for more than 10 minutes. I see where you're going with this, Celeste. You're suggesting we replace the sound of the Prime Minister's heart with that of the pocket watch. Exactly, it's risky, but it seems to be the only option we've got. We need to disconnect the circuit from the Prime Minister and attach the watch in one fell swoop. But even if we succeed, the watch will stop running in 10 minutes and the fortress will explode anyway. We could end up putting the people of London in real danger. Look, if we take no action, London will face greater danger than any explosion. This is our only chance to stop Clive. The chance of success is slim, but we must try. A real heart swapper. Oh, look. 2 long wires connect the Prime Minister's heart sensor to a monitor. In a single move, can you switch the wires so that the pocket watch connected to the monitor? Swap 2 blocks. Okay, I think the best bet is this one. And then we need to find one that is similar. Can we turn them? Doesn't seem like it. So it must be this one with something that goes down and up directly. This one won't work. Okay, needs to be one that doesn't go to the right hand side. I don't think there is any. Okay, let's go through and see. Yeah, it's just a closed loop. Okay, so we need to disconnect the red basically and get the green in. To disconnect the red, we have to cannot switch this though. Needs to connect to the pocket watch. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. Let me think about it some more. If you guys have any idea, feel free to word it with me. I need to go back to my memo. I'm gonna simplify this. Okay, so. So we want to separate out the white. And any of the crossings with something that connects to the blue. So this one. This one. This one. And then we have this one. This. How about this? Okay, hold on. Now that goes to the clock. And that goes to the clock. And then these two should just loop, right? Yep, okay, I think I got it. Maybe? I hope, if I didn't mess up.
Got this right.
Oh my goodness, I got it. I don't even know how, I just saw the connections and I switched those two because they had more crosswinks. Oh my goodness. Professor, that's it, the watch is connected now. Yes, but our work here is far from over. Epilogue, The Lost Future.
We've got 10 minutes to get out of here before the fortress explodes. Now what?
We need to reverse the energy flow. That will break the generator and shut down the fortress.
How are we going to do that?
I have an idea. Look over here.
Ah, it looks like cocks. These gears from the core of the generator, if we can just reverse their movement, we can effectively overload the fortress power supply, thus putting a halt to Clive's plan. I see you've been thinking about this too, Professor. Is there anything you don't know about? A gentleman must have his hobbies. It just so happens that I have an interest in machines. Amazing, Professor! It's too early to celebrate, look. If we fail here, many lives may still be lost. Are you up to the challenge, Professor? You will not be able to save after this point, yes.
It's all up to you now, Professor.
Reverse rotation. System of gears is shown below. Gear A turns into the direction of the red arrow, which currently causes gear B to turn in the direction of its red arrow. One group of smaller gears connecting gears A and B is labeled A. This group can be moved and rotated with the stylus, as can groups B and C below it. Use these groups of gears to alter the system so that gear B turns in the direction of its green arrow. You don't necessarily need to use all the groups. Okay, so means this one turns this way, this one goes this way, this one this way, and this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, so B needs to turn that way. That means this needs to turn this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way. Okay, so let's, for example, put in C, but that won't touch. So what about if we turn this one? That won't connect to anything. How about this way? Also doesn't want to turn to anything. Maybe A just turned like this, and then nah, that won't touch. That's the same, so we cannot reverse anything. That would work, I guess. And then maybe use B to connect it or something? That won't work. How about C? How about we try this? Okay, hold on. Every second one will turn this way. Still makes this one turn this way. So we need an uneven number in between them. B doesn't really seem to fit anywhere here. Maybe like this? No. Ah, like this. How about this? 2. Okay, that should be it, I think. Because the other one isn't touching on top, I think. Yes, I got it. Haha. Brains! Cognizant, you reverse the power to the fortress. Yay!
You did it!
Oh.
What was that?
Reversing the energy flow has caused the fortress to start destroying itself.
How convenient.
Oh no!
We've got to get out of here right now.
Yeah, we really should. The transport pod doesn't seem to be working. The fortress is tearing itself apart and causing some of the systems to go haywire. Don't think we can risk going up to the deck. Then we'll just have to use the car to escape this way. I love this music.
Huh? Now what is it? No, no, no! This isn't happening. It can't end this way. It won't end this way!
Clive! There's no time to waste. Get in the car. We're making our escape by car? Is this some kind of joke? I'll do my best to drive safely, Prime Minister. What are you waiting for? We've got to go. This is madness.
You know how to drive, don't you?
Of course.
Stop complaining, dude. We just thought this saved your life.
Professor, up ahead!
Oh dear.
Nothing a quick riddle can't solve. Now what do we do? The road's blocked. Don't panic, Luke. I'm sure you can find way over this mess for us. Well, look at this. Block blockade. Heh. Luckily, you have 5 bombs at your disposal. Each bomb will completely destroy the block it's placed on. Remaining blocks will fall into any empty spaces created by blocks destroyed below them, but they won't change shape. Place the 5 bombs onto the 5 blocks that, when destroyed, will leave behind a flat surface so you can drive across and touch detonation. Okay, so... this one needs to go, cause these need to fall down. This one needs to go, so that we have that at the same height. We'll make this one fall too. And then that must fall but be even. Thing is that that one falls, that won't be the same height. That would be one too high too. And these two would land on there, would make a perfect flat. And then this one won't be high enough though. Okay. First of all, let's figure out this one. This needs to land here, which we can do in taking this away. If we take this away, we can make that flat. This one will fall into this, that wouldn't work. So this one needs to go, and this one still needs to go, and I think... hold on, that won't work. This one needs to go too. Okay, so... I need to pull them. I think. Almost. Ah, true. That one needs to be flat. So this one can't go. Okay, so... this one has to stay. So this one has to be raised by this one to be elevated. This one needs to stay though. Except for... if this one holds onto that one, then if we destroy this one, these would fall to the perfect height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get rid of that one and that one, so that one would hold that up. And then that one and that one is planned. So I'm pretty sure these 3 are right, and then these 2? Let's try. Ha! Yes! 2 tries.
How about this?
Let's escape.
I knew it!
Great job, now get out of here. Yes, indeed. I couldn't agree more. Yes, we did it, Professor. We are not out of the woods yet. Hold on tight, everyone. He was thinking a totally different way that would probably not have worked. There.
Oh, and one more thing. See that red button over there? That's your ticket out of trouble. Just an extra little feature I added. Right.
What kind of trouble are you talking about? Trouble by falling? Well, convenient. And now imagine it was a diving button instead of a flying button. You know, just an underwater breathing chamber instead.
We're actually flying! Can you believe it?
Yes, Paul was always very good with machines.
Whoa! Professor, I didn't know you could fly a plane.
A plane? This is an automobile.
Ah! Well
But he can kind of fly a plane anyways, because there's a movie that doesn't fly one. It's very lucky. I love how dumb Polo is just casually being in up there on that thing.
Is that the last of them, then?
Yes, sir! All residents of the underground city have been brought topside, sir! Yes, sir!
Hurry up, Layton.
Well, at least he has faith in him.
It's too dangerous.
He's not the only one to blame. You do know that, don't you, Professor?
I do.
I mean, he just killed a lot of people, so he will spend the rest of his life in prison, right? Yes, they are going back indeed. Don't fall. Don't fall. Phew.
Now what?
Not to worry, Luke. When you're all safe, I'll go back for her.
Who's the one who's worrying? Professor, you're worrying your brow strongly.
We've evacuated the underground city. All inhabitants are safe now. My thanks, Inspector.
Now get out of the way, please. Let's save Celeste.
This is the end for me.
That's not true, Clive. You can always start again and try to repair the damage you've done.
In, like, whenever you get out of prison, you know?
We can talk about that later. This place won't hold much longer.
Why are you, of all people, helping me?
I can't just leave you here.
But don't you know what I've done? What I tried to do?
Yes, but I would never leave you here to die. After all, so much of this tragedy was caused by the mistakes we scientists made.
I see.
We scientists,
There
huh?
will be time to talk more later. We need to leave now.
Uh-oh. Also, how much electricity did he pay for to light up all of the underground London? That just must be expensive as heck. How did nobody ever notice that there was such a drop in electricity, you know? And that is why a four-arm fortress is very inconvenient. And they should aim for like a caterpillar with like multiple more arms, or a spider or something that has more stability. Of course. Professor Layton to the rescue in his dragonfly mobile. Oh wow, that they've conveniently made another ruin. If anybody in like a couple centuries now uncovers the caves underneath London, there will be ruins of old London, of the future-esque thing there. That will be hard to explain. Well, we saved him just to go to prison. But we saved him because we couldn't let him die. Is everyone alright? I think so, Professor.
Somebody apprehend that man at once.
And that man,
You're
please.
coming with me, boy. And I don't want any trouble. Inspector, a moment, please.
Just what do you think you're doing? This man poses an imminent threat to our national security.
So do you, but
I cannot deny the damage that Clive has done
You
to
know.
our city. But we can't forget that he's also a victim of a political agenda for progress, no matter the cost.
You've got some nerve, man.
we just saved you. Shut up.
Professor,
Answer me one question, Clive. You knew full well I'd stand in the way of your plot. So why did you send for me?
Dmitri was sure he needed you for his project, but I knew full well of the threat you posed to my plan. Though I suppose I still led you all the way to the heart of my base, didn't I? At first I was just toying with you. But at some point, I realized I was enjoying our time together. Maybe part of me wanted somebody to save me from my all-consuming madness, as you did, all those years ago.
He was still a boy that Layton meant when he was saying he was, yeah, there on the side.
My parents are still inside!
Pull yourself together, boy! There's nothing to be done. Jump back in there and you'll die too.
It is quite a sad story.
It was you.
Deep down inside, I hoped you might be able to talk me down from the edge of insanity again. This is the second time you've saved my life now. Thank you.
Clive.
Don't worry about me. I intend to atone for my crimes. I look forward to the day we meet again. Until then, I hope life treats you well, Professor.
I mean, atone for the crimes, he murdered about a couple hundred people on the surface there with his machine, so you can be sure he gets more than lifelong in prison, and he will probably never get out except for when the professor visits him, so they will not meet again, except for, as I said, when the professor goes into prison to visit him.
And you too, Clive.
Barton, take him back to headquarters. Yes, sir! Ha! Criminals like him make me think the whole world has gone mad. Despicable. Just despicable.
You're the one to talk, yeah?
People can often be so blinded by their own motivations that they lose sight of the damage they do. But criminals aren't the only blind ones.
Just what are you implying, Inspector?
Nothing at all. Just stating the facts, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have work to do.
Yeah, you know, the one guy that wasn't really the best saver is being saved. Future Luke is really a young man named Clive who lost his parents in a time machine accident 10 years ago. He has been planning his revenge on those responsible ever since. He called upon Layton hoping that the professor could save him from his own madness.
I don't know what to say. When I think of all the suffering I caused in the name of research.
It was terrible. But I see you must have loved Claire very much to do what you did.
The more I reflect on it, the more unsure I am as to whether it was love or pride that compelled me. For 10 long years I chased after what so many called impossible. But I've come to my senses now. But you know, Herschel, there is one detail that you got wrong.
What are you referring to?
I don't think I have much longer here, Herschel.
I don't know what you mean.
You've taken awfully good care of that hat I gave you.
What did you say? Oi, there you are, Layton. I did a background check on Claire's family like you asked. There's no record of Claire having a younger sister.
Then... Yes, it was quite a shock when I first worked it out.
But you can't really mean...
It's me, Herschel. It's Claire.
While it defies logic, it seems the experiment 10 years ago wasn't a complete failure. Somehow Claire was shot 10 years into the future.
To our present.
Yes, the time machine worked. If only for that single moment before it exploded.
That's not possible.
Unfortunately, however, there were more complications. Shortly after appearing in the present, Claire's body showed signs of molecular instability. It was trying to return to its own time. I attribute that phenomenon to the incomplete nature of the time machine. She didn't have long here. I worked on the machine in the hopes of finding a way to stabilize her existence in the present, but it seems inevitable that she'll return to her own time. To the moment of the blast.
I beg Dimitri to stop his work. Tampering further with time can only result in more anomalies. There's no telling what chaos we'd release upon the world if we tried to save the dead from their fate. The flow of time must remain linear. We all know the consequences of changing its course. But Dimitri wouldn't listen to me. That's when I knew the only way to stop him was through you, Herschel. What Dimitri, Bill, and I did 10 years ago broke the laws of nature. And now we must pay.
I mean, the only one who's paying is her, really, but sure.
This is all so incomprehensible.
It's time to end this, Dimitri.
Yes, it does seem that way. My research has threatened our very existence, and it could do so again. Tonight, I will close the book on the time machine. Forever.
Celeste turns out to be Claire herself, sent into the present from the day of her accident 10 years ago. Accepting her fate, she bids farewell to Professor Layton and travels back to her own time on the day of the tragic accident. Not that she has much of a choice anyways.
I suppose this is it, Herschel. I have to go back to my own time. Back to that day when we parted.
No, Claire.
I'm sorry, I can't stay.
Claire, wait!
We had so many plans for the future. You won't forget, will you? Our shared past and our lost future.
You can't go! I don't want to say goodbye again. I can't, I won't!
I know you. And I know you'll stay strong. After all, that's what a gentleman does. I must go now, Herschel. Thank you for everything. Goodbye.
She's gone!
You lost her twice, that's so sad. And that marks the end for Professor Layton and the Lost or Unbound Future, depending on which country you're in. I hope you will enjoy this as much as I did. Even though I played it many times, it's still a great game no matter how often you play it. Or I play it for myself, you know? Such a good story, such good artwork, there's a pretty good rhythm in there and all that. You know, you can really see the progression and like how the games were made from the time on. And you know, we're gonna follow through with the Last Spectre, Miracle Mask. And then there is a spin-off game with Ace Attorney, which I'm gonna throw in there in between. I could play it after Astral Legacy, but I wanna play it in the time they released it, so that's gonna be put in between though. story-wise, canonical, all of these are like in way different order. And I will tell you what the actual like storyline, story-based thing will be later. Also, if you remember, Luke said he has to go. And in the newest of the games, which should release the Edge of Steam, it shows them meeting up again in the trailer and saying, you know, kind of have a meetup scene. So that must follow after this game, practically, story-wise, though way in the future, because Luke is grown up, as we've seen from the trailer. So I'm excited about that release once it comes out. We shall see if I manage to play all of the missing games till then. I personally don't think so, because we still have a long way to go, but I'm gonna hold off on playing it until then though. So we're going to play Last Spectre next, not directly after, but as the next Layton game. Then The Miracle Mask. Then Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Or, you know, Feat Age Attorney, and then, it's not really versus, but yeah. And then the Astra Legacy. And afterwards, hopefully, we're gonna play the new Age of Steam. I love this picture. Hold on, can I change these? Let me try real quick if I can, or at least make that one. Nope, that's not what I meant. That's what I meant. Excuse me, the sound's going to be gone for a little. Like that. Like that. There we go. So you guys can see the pictures. I love how old Granny is all like, yeah, I need to go, but our hotel. You know, she looks kind of depressed here. And I just love this little bird. His minigame is by far one of the best ones, I think, in a place, because it's kind of fun. You're gonna see if there's any riddles I missed. We're gonna play them. Oh no, poor bee. Oh. Also, why would you spot a bee? Just bring it outside. They're useful. They're nice. And our granny meets her old friend. Cute. Oh, I love these artworks in the end. Just like tiny stories of the people to like finish it off. And you know, I think Professor Layton will get over it, but I don't think he will ever have a person again he opens his heart up to. Or at least not in the same way he did with Claire. Oh, look, we found Don Paolo's little treasure trove of characters. What the heck is that cake? I mean, Luffy would certainly love it. It looks like there's eggs, whatever in there, but yeah. It looks like they celebrated the party for Luke's departure, and Layton is going to bring Luke to where they leave off. You know? That just looked wrong. Yeah, indeed. I don't want to eat that. Also, I'm a bit concerned about the mentality of Luke's parents to let them off with the professor on these kinds of dangerous journeys. Ah, frick, hold on, no. Nope, not that one. It's that one. I'm just gonna have a double. How about this? There we go.
I suppose this is goodbye.
Oh no, my boy. This is so long, not goodbye. Now look, you know a gentleman never makes a scene in public.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm not a gentleman yet.
No.
There.
He's gonna miss him too. We already know that. He has tears in his eyes again. That's so cute. So yeah, he departs for overseas, and we know that he returns at some point. And the next case, canonically, they will solve together after this, will be the new Age of Steam, which we're gonna play way later.
Dear Professor Layton, it's been a while since we said goodbye. How have you been? I'm all settled in and making new friends here. I'm writing to you because something deeply puzzling happened here recently. It seems like the sort of mystery that's tailor-made for Professor Layton and his apprentice. I don't think anyone else could get to the bottom of this. I've enclosed a document with this letter that will tell you more about the situation.
You see, this marks to another case, kind of. So, let's see. Hey Professor, all the information about our next adventure is in the sealed document. Do you like my seal, by the way? It's just like the one you used, except it looks like my hat and the L stands for look. The color even matches my hat, in fact. The seal was made me think of a puzzle. Of the 4 examples A, B, C, and D, which one is my actual stamp? You have to solve this puzzle before breaking the seal. Well, first of all, it must be mirrored. So it can neither be this one. Okay, there's no other mirrored one. And then we have, this one won't work because it's too high. That's between these two, and the difference is the edges. This one doesn't cut off, this one cuts off. So it's C. Too easy.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I mean, it's cute though. They send each other riddles back and forth, you can imagine, via letters. Lovely. The challenge is working out the differences between the various hat shapes and realizing the L on the stamp should be backwards. It's rather nice that the L works for both Luke and Layton. Handy, eh? Hurry up, Professor, break the C and read the document.
I can't wait to start this new adventure with you. Please write back as soon as you get this.
So yeah, they will meet up, I guess,
Your
in
friend and
America or
apprentice,
something.
Luke.
I think I remember it was America where they went. Where's Flora though? Didn't get to see what she does later. To be continued. Yes. Yes, there's 135 puzzles, so we're gonna look. I don't know if all of them will show up in the... It's 27, if they show up in the hut. We're gonna check real quick. I'm just gonna do it over time. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. If I'm gonna stream, it's gonna be crafting. Or I may take a day off. I don't know. I don't feel like taking a day off. I think I'm just gonna stream crafting. So let's check on the... I'm not sure if the puzzles we missed are actually... Wrong way. Are actually findable by the B, or if they're just all over the world. But I'm sure the B will have some, maybe? I can't remember. But let's do that, and let's look into the minigames once. We only looked into one of the minigames. I just wanna, you know, have a look at one of them. Ah, nice and calm music. Okay, so all the puzzles that are missing are by people. Hey, what you lot doing back here? Didn't I tell you this place ain't safe for you, kid? We appreciate the warning, sir, but you needn't worry. We're always on the lookout for danger. Well, at least you're trying to be cautious, I suppose. Sorry if I got a little worked up there. Tell you what, let me make it up to you with a puzzle. Because that's how you make it up to somebody. Just give them a freaking puzzle. I don't know. Below are 2 necklaces, golden one on the left and the silver one on the right. Can you make them switch sides by sliding the box around? Okay, so this one is just a little sliding puzzle. Let me actually, hold on, sit down a bit differently. Sitting for 3 hours in the same position really at some point makes your legs fall asleep, so... Okay, let's try this. But yeah, I kind of want to do all riddles, so I don't know how long that will take. You know what, I'm gonna figure out the red order. I'm just gonna... We have 2 things, so there's no need to try and follow any algorithm. Is that just the normal stuff you can do? But yeah, I really wanna try and find all the riddles. I'm not sure I can, but I wanna, you know, at least try. There we go, that one seems to be here on the side. And that one over there, so we can just do this. And this, that one needs to be... there. And then we have... I'm sure there's less moves you can do with this, but I don't really care. This one here, that's good. Now we need to figure out this one. Let's see, which one connects to that one? I think that one connects to that one, so we can leave that there. And then this one needs to go here. My nose is running quite a lot because allergies, man, that's so mean. Okay, so there's a void space there anyways. So like this, this, and this. Haha.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Come on.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
I mean, we need in total 8. Hold on, it says 133 solved, and there's 35, right? Hold on. Puzzle found 128, okay, never mind. Let's just go through the notebook and like... click through, because that's gonna bother me. So we have 7 more puzzles to find. I don't know the hidden puzzles, but I think like we can talk to all the people that we find, or cats. Oh no, something troubling you again? Oh man, that's some puzzle. So yeah, you see, for example, these 2 already. We know that the people in the docks aren't there, but there might be something in the other facilities. If the above is true, then what is the smallest value for question mark that will make the following equation true? Okay, let's try this. So we have question mark plus dog equals dog. 0 plus 1 equals dog. So 1 equals dog, 9 equals dog, cat equals 7. Hold on, 9 plus 7 is 16. It's 28. Hold on. 16. 28 is cat. 2 is cat. 13 is dog. And then 11 plus 12 is 23, it's cat and dog. So it's even and odd numbers. Odd numbers are dogs and even numbers are cats, I think. So 16 is cat, is dog and cat, because 1 is uneven, 6 is even, and the other way around for 23. Which means dog, the smallest number can be 111, I think. So that means we need to 110, right? If I'm correct there.
This one's as good as solved.
Yep. Okay, good. I got it. I never think I
No
saw
puzzle
this
can stop
one
Layton's
before.
apprentice.
Brilliant. The answer is 110. A dog represents an odd number and a cat an even number. Okay, we got that. Nah, not at all. Glad I could help. Do I have a pleasant day? I love how Professor Layton tries at least to talk to them. But yeah, let's see if there's any more people we can talk to, and whichever we don't find, we don't find. Okay. Hello there, nice to see you again. Man dances like a fool in an effort to fulfill his heart's desire, but only when the hootenanny is over does he... Hootenanny? Does he regret his actions? Such is the plight of mankind. What's hootenanny? I think I'm already over my head. Maybe I should go. Hold on. Ah, okay. It's a folk music festival, okay. Hold it, the lessons here is simple. 1. I speak of love. People do such strange things in its name. Okay, let's see if there are shy lads and lasses. 4 shy couples are depicted below by red and blue symbols. They would all like to meet up with their respective partners for a date without running into anybody else in town. Draw lines between couples A, B, B, C, D, C, and D, D without them meeting up. Okay. A needs to go way around to not interfere with anybody. D is pretty easy. I would love to... Hello, can we disconnect them? Okay, we can. D is like that. Okay, I think I wanna disconnect this again. And try C first. I guess C can also... Hold on, C can also go around the other way. It doesn't say to use all the routes, so... C can also do that, and then B can do that, and then A can do that. There.
This one's as good as solved.
Hey. I love to play the snake game where you connect them, or dots, or whatever it's called. You worked it out. Now all the couples can meet up for their dates. Love is a beautiful thing, but it can also be cruel. Never hurt the ones who care for a young one. That sounds like a good advice to me. Let's go first to the book lady. Okay, she has one. Welcome to Maya's Mats of Books. Are you looking for anything particular today? Gosh, there's so many books I want to read, but I don't get that much pocket money. That's a story I know all too well. Could rarely afford all the books I wanted to read as a child, but you know, if money's tight, you can always go and read at the library. Don't you think encouraging customers to read at the library might be bad for business? Perhaps, but I'm all for anything that gets more people interested in reading. I like your enthusiasm. You know, all this talk of money and books just inspired me thinking of this puzzle. You recently bought some rare books at a second-hand bookshop. The total you paid was £99. The image below shows the shelf from which you selected your books. Below each book is a tag listing a price. Which books did you buy? Say this one, for example. Let's say this, because there's this one. Would be 39. Then we have 16 left, which means these ones we could buy too. pt.6, I think I got it.
How about this?
Yes, okay. I never solved these riddles before, like I've never seen them before. I think I just never went back that much. I remember playing the minigames, I never remember going to the city again. Whoops. And I played this game like 5 times. Bought 4 books priced at 27, 33, 15 and 24 pounds. Identifying the numbers and added up, so the second digit is 9 is the most common approach. Yes. Great puzzling. Thanks, I have to be pretty careful with my pocket money, so solving that puzzle was $1. Budgeting is hard work, but it makes picking out one special book so much more fun. Indeed. Except for if it's a really thick book that costs a lot of money. Okay, she doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything, but he found his way back to his wife. Is something the matter? You don't seem as upbeat as usual. Oh no, I'm as sunny as always. Are you sure something isn't the matter? Our conversation seems to be lacking a usual sparkle. No sparkle, you say? Maybe that's the case. Let me guess, you haven't been home to clear up the situation with your wife yet, have you? I wouldn't put it off any longer than necessary, sir. If there's been a misunderstanding, it's best to sort it out straight away. I can't pretend I'm looking forward to that, but I suppose it's the best thing to do, isn't it? It certainly is. You should talk to your wife before the problem gets out of control. Oh yes, she does sound frightfully irritated. Okay, let's talk to her first to see. She doesn't have a riddle, okay. Just out of for a little nice stroll, as if you hadn't cared to know word. Is that what you're saying? Oh, when I get my hands on that man. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. Okay, so yeah, she's waiting for him. Mad, and he wants to clear up the misunderstanding. Oh, that's an awfully big sight for such a small bee. What's the matter? Well, you know, even a honeybee like myself gets slitted down in the dumps every now and then. Must be an awfully hard looking after all those puzzles being, you know, a bee. Oh, that's a nice piece of cake. Yeah, that's a piece of cake. My problem is that I'm different from all the other bees. You can't say that again. What's your story anyway, Beasley?
Oh, so you want to hear about me, do you then? Sure, all right. It's a gripping tale of a lowly drone's triumph over adversity. To become a puzzle bee. I'm talking...
Gotcha! No! Beasley! That's better. Bugs are so very icky, don't you think? You really can't slap them enough. Oh! Stop doing that! I think he's had enough slapping for one day. Now how are we supposed to solve all those puzzles that we left behind? Oh, no worries there, my fellow puzzle aficionado. Taking care of puzzles is my job now. Granny's put me in charge, so just leave it to me. Granny who? Oh, right, of course. So then you'll... That's right. You can call me Puzzlette, because that's my name. Hope to see ya soon. Soon.
Okay. You know, those poor little puzzles you leave until are the ones you just forget about. But there's no need to worry about them because I give them a place to stay.
All live in that adorable little house over there.
Yeah, and it's empty because we're at the end of the story, so... Okay, so we still have 4 puzzles left. I don't know if they're all with people or if they're just, you know, floating in the world, but let's go here and just... Okay, 3 puzzles left. What was she thinking? Is something the matter? Yeah, I'm supposed to go to my friend's house today, but I don't know where it is. Her instructions make no sense at all. They're absolute gibberish. Here, have a look. We're close to getting all puzzles. A friend sent you an invitation to come to visit. The wording of the letter, however, is a bit odd. First, knock on a certain door, then knock the door below it, and then the door below that. Now knock on the door to the right of that one. Finally, knock on the next door to the right. That's my place. Touch your friend's door to open it. You knocked on the door below, then the door below, to the right, and then to the right of that one. At least only this one. Because the other ones wouldn't actually, you know, make sense.
Just as I suspected.
Also, sorry if my character is doing weird stuff. I'm sitting further away from my camera, so it doesn't really pick it up too much when I'm looking down. Even though you don't know which certain door your friend is initially referring to, the only door from which you can move to down and to the right is the top left door. Only possible location of your friend's path, therefore, is the bottom right. However, you would reach all of those other doors, though, if they're just flying around. Hey, well done. Recently I've been playing with my friends, like, every day. My dad's never home and neither are her parents. They all stay cooped up at the research facility all day and night. So your father's the researcher? Him and almost everyone else in this part of town. Interesting. Yeah, we know. Okay, she has a riddle. Welcome to Pepper's Noodle Palace. Hello there, Pepper. And big hello there to you too, gents. Thanks for stopping by again. Hungry already, are you? I'm still quite full, actually. We do know one police officer who never turned down a bowl of noodles, mind. Hungry customers are my favorite customers. I think I treat him to a bowl on the house. It's not just the noodles that are good here. You know, the noodle puzzles aren't bad either. Here. Noodlin' round. Bowls of plain noodles and pork noodles are all on the counter, and you need to line up the bowls so that bowls of plain noodles and pork noodles alternate, but make sure they all remain evenly spaced. Okay. One. Cause that moves over.
This one's as
One.
good as solved.
Does he have 2
No
hands?
puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
That's using a noodle. Just move the pork from one bowl to another. Or do that, I guess. Sure. Nice work there. If it's the same broth, you can surely do that. If not, then not. Okay, he doesn't have anything. We have 2 more puzzles to find. I wonder if they're in this part of town or anywhere else, but we shall see. Ooh, nice. Looks like your mirror's coming along nicely. Isn't it though? I asked some of the local children to help. They love painting. Well, it looks great so far. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Indeed. So, yeah. He doesn't have anything? We're making real progress on this mirror. Come by and have another peek at it later. Okay, it won't make any sense though, but sure. I don't think there's anything at the pagoda, because that's not a frequently visited place. There might be something in the alleyway behind the street back at the car. So in the, like, fuller part of town. I mean, we're missing 2 riddles, and I think there might be people-based. Yep, okay, 1 more. Oh, what a rotten day. Why are you so down in the dumps? Oh, hello there, little chappie. I was just thinking about my son, which made me all sad. He loves swimming, you see, which got me thinking about this puzzle. Oh, I mean, he thinks he's in the future, so he feels separated, or he cannot reach it, so yeah. Pool needs to be filled up with water before the kid can play in it, but now the valves on the hose pipe that is connected to the tank are shut tight. Open the street to fill the pool. Okay, so these would be 4, so that's not the solution. So it must be this one. And then this one and this one. And then we have free flow. Whoever designed this kind of connection is mad, but sure. It's a riddle, so why not?
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
That's right, those are the 3 valves you need to open. Now the kids can splash about happily. I wonder how big my son's got while I've been away. I do so wish I could see him. Okay, he has nothing, we're just gonna ignore you. He has one more. Okay, that should be the last. You listen to me, I've got something I want to tell you. Really? What is it? I've just cooked up an amazing puzzle. It's so hard it'll break your brain. Yeah, reading that broke my brain, clearly. Somebody ate my piece of cake. I was saving it for later. Okay. A didn't eat it, neither A or D ate it. C didn't eat it either. C's telling the truth. Somebody isn't telling the truth. That person's the cake grobbler. Okay. If A didn't eat it, then B is telling the truth. That means B could have not eaten it because he's telling the truth. C didn't eat it either. And D telling C that he's telling the truth, then that wouldn't make sense. So, if A ate it, hold on. If A wasn't telling the truth, then B... if A was lying, then B would also be lying, so that isn't a thing. B isn't lying because then A or D wouldn't. Except for if B is lying. But then it would be... But the thing is, if B was lying, then A or D would have ate it, including them, so that wouldn't work, so it can never be B. No matter what, it cannot be B. If C ate it, and then D would also be lying. Am I thinking wrong here? Hold on. Neither A nor D ate it. That means he or C ate it. He can't because he's telling the truth. That means C is lying, which means D is also lying. I think it's C. I'm not sure. Could also be, but A wouldn't make any sense. No. But if B is not...
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah, it could be multiple, but then if he's lying and D is lying, but D didn't eat it, that means it must be B with somebody else then. So it must be B, the one I did count out. No? What?
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Oh, hold on. There was another person on the side here. Can we choose them? We can! Oh my goodness.
Here's my answer.
You're freaking kidding me. Okay. Well, yeah, it wouldn't have made sense any way, shape or form if any of those didn't.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Yeah, indeed. I got it. There's somebody who ate the cake is me. Wasn't saving it for later at all. Thinking logically, want to realize that either or telling the truth, the person was lying must be the original complainer. Yes. What? You solved it already? I worked really hard on that puzzle, you know? Could have at least taken a little longer to solve it, huh? Oh, just see, whoops. Man. Stupid tablet cable is not the best working anymore, so hold on. That disconnected, okay. I'm just gonna see... 90, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. I'm trying to work out if I'm missing any here, but I think it's at 35. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 25, 27. 37, 39, 45, 53. Okay, there's a lot missing still, but I'm not gonna go into it. We could go through all of them and just like trying to figure it out, but yeah. Yeah, there's clearly... Let's do the first toy car, why not? We're gonna look into all of them and just see. Secret to a long life is plenty of sleep and exercise. Don't you know, speaking of exercise, let me tell you about the route I take my afternoon walks on. Okay, we need to reach this, and I think we need to collect all of the flags, right? Okay, yes. Okay, I think... yeah. Okay, we can turn the car, that means I need to not do that. It means I can just go, I don't have to go around here. You can just do that. So you basically crush all of the little things and then place your car. That's all there is to the toy car. So yeah, all of these actually, you know, do that. That's all there is to that riddle. Now the picture book, that's a cute one. On a sunny morning I was strolling through a meadow as I walked past a tree on my right. Suddenly came up a purple thing in front of me, a yellow thing on my left. And when I would drop these, I thought to myself I couldn't just leave them there, so I decided to take them with me. So, they walked past a tree on their right. Suddenly came up with a plum in front of me, and a yellow thing could be a banana on my left. I wonder who dropped these. I thought to myself, couldn't just leave them here. Soon got the big square with a tree in the middle. Underneath the dead tree I saw a person. Okay, gathering, okay. So this is a dead tree with there. And then he gathered. Underneath the plum tree I saw a person gathering something, so I said I found something that someone dropped in the meadow. Nope, that's not. Have you seen anyone looking anxious? Twiddling implies much the old man glanced at the objects that was holding onto pride. Oh, that's where my banana went. Thanks for bringing it back. Here, take this by the way of thanks. Just fell out of the plum tree. With that, the old man handed me a delicious looking... Okay, it must be a shoe then instead of a... Does it change from a banana to a hat? Yes, hat. Handed him a plum. Strode through the meadow. I bumped into a girl and said, I found this boot and I'm looking for the person who dropped it. The girl hesitated a moment before replying in a timid voice, I can't help you, but there's a white cottage just up ahead. Try asking over there. It seems likely that the boot might belong to someone in a cottage, so I walked over to it and knocked on the door. A kind lady opened and said, hello there, can I help you? Peeking inside, I couldn't help but notice there was a tasty-looking banana on the kitchen table. Lost and found. Okay. One sunny morning, I was strolling through a meadow. As I walked past the dead tree on my right, there suddenly came up a boot in front of me and a hat on my left. Wonder who dropped these, I thought to myself. Couldn't just leave them there, so I decided to take them with me. I soon got to a big square with a plum tree in the middle. Underneath the plum tree, I saw an old man gathering some things. So I said, I found some things that someone dropped in the meadow. Have you seen anyone looking anxious? Twirling his mustache, the old man glanced at the objects I was holding and replied, Oh, that's where my hat went. Thanks for bringing it back. Here, take this by way of thanks. It just fell out of the plum tree, and with that the old man handed me a delicious-looking plum. As I strolled through the meadow, I bumped into a girl and I said, I found this book and I'm looking for the person who dropped it. The girl hesitated a moment before replying in a timid voice, Can't help you, but there's a white cottage just up ahead. Try asking over there. Gave my thanks and hurried on. It seemed likely that the book might belong to someone in the cottage, so I walked over it and knocked the door. A kind lady opened it and said, Hello there, can I help you? Peeking inside, I couldn't help but notice that there was a tasty-looking banana on the kitchen table. I found this boot, and I'm looking for its owner, I replied. Oh yes, that boot belongs to my grandson, said the lady. Thank you ever so much. Then she handed me the banana from the table as reward. It was a good day. I returned 2 lost objects to their owners and received a delicious plum and banana as reward. I was so happy that I couldn't help whistling all the way home. We're gonna do all the picture books because they're cute. I work in a cafe a little way out of town. One day the manager had to go out for a bit and left me in charge. Is there any other? I think the manager said to me, Can't on you today, I'll be back as soon as I can. After seeing the manager off, I noticed that a white thing had been left behind on the counter. A coat? And I thought, I don't even know where the manager has gone, so I forgot to ask. A person arrived with a customer. It's awfully runny. I have a drink. Please make it piping hot. So we have coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. I think maybe hot chocolate. Looked outside and saw that it indeed started raining. The door flew up once again, and I could hear the sound of rain on the pavement. Next person. Just as they forecasted, the rain chilled me to the bone. I have a drink. It doesn't really... I don't know if it matters which one they all take. Manager wasn't back yet, so I set to work making a hot cocoa for the first customer and the coffee with the customer in the order had sent. Oh no, I thought I can't find the milk. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, I think he doesn't want this. Also, he's mustachioed, so he's not him, he's him. You have no milkers, right? So he's that one, that one. It's either coffee or cheese, I think. I think it must be coffee. Even though cocoa maybe. Manager wasn't back yet. I think the manager is the old lady. Have a little way out of town. Old lady said, white thing is a raincoat. It's actually him. We found a mushroom. Tea, please. Coffee needs a dash of milk. Adventure sitting on the throne of proper English. Tea. Okay. Okay, so the tea and the cocoa must be switched. He wants tea. He wants a cocoa. Right. Proper English tea can't be served without milk. Okay, these two need to be swatched. And then we have the story. Let's read it. A rainy day cafe. I work in a cafe a little way out of town. One day Auntie Lil had to go out for a bit and left me in charge. On the way out, Auntie Lil said to me, "I'm counting on you today. I'll be back as soon as I can." After seeing Auntie Lil off, I noticed that a raincoat had been left behind on the counter. Oh no, I thought. I don't even know where Auntie Lil has gone. I forgot to ask. A little while later, an old man arrived, the first customer of the day. "What awful rain. I'll have a coffee, please." "Make it piping hot," said the customer, taking a window seat. I looked outside and saw that it had indeed started raining. The door flew open once again, and I could hear the sound of the rain on the pavement as the next person came in. Just as they forecasted, the rain has chilled me to the bone. I have a tea, please." With that, the boy walked over the corner seat. Auntie Lil wasn't back yet, so I set to work making a hot coffee for the first customer and the tea that the customer in the corner had ordered. Oh no, I thought, I can't find the milk. Probably she went out to get the milk, if she will ever return. The door opened again and someone stepped inside. Thank goodness, that must be Auntie Lil, I thought. But when I turned around, I saw that it actually was an adventurer, a regular at the cafe who came sit at the counter as usual. I'm tired, but look at this mushroom I found. Lucky or what? What was that? Oh, right, my order. I have a cocoa, please. The adventurer leaned over, placed the mushroom on the counter and said, "Isn't it beautiful?" "I'm certain it is. However, I'm afraid I can't make you cocoa. There's no milk, you see," I said, deciding that I had to be upfront. Overhearing my apology, the mustache-short old man by the window said, "Oh, but I don't like plain coffee. One needs a dash of milk to make it palatable." The boy who sits in the corner piped up, "Proper English tea can't be served without milk." Then the adventurer by the counter joined in, glaring from behind steamed-up glasses. "This is unbelievable. I came all the way here to enjoy a nice cup of cocoa." I was getting very flustered. Just then the door opened again and in stepped Aunt Lil. "Lots of customers today, eh? I'm glad you came all came in here out of the rain." I was very relieved to see Auntie Lil's pointy hat. "Can't find the milk," I cried. "I've looked everywhere." Auntie Lil's eyes went around the saucers. "What are you talking about? Didn't you hear me when I told you I was going to get some more milk?" The old dear was rather cross, but she wasted no time in making everyone's hot drinks and then set to baking a mushroom pie. The customers were all delighted and even I was able to relax a little. Doesn't the story make you want to visit a cafe on a rainy day as well? Well, if it means raining on the thing, then maybe no. One day I received a request for help. At the entrance was ushered by a man dressed in blue from head to toe. Oh, he's not dressed in blue. Yeah, we don't have everything for this story. Well, I guess that means we can't do this one, which is fine, because, you know, if you guys ever play this, you can figure this out yourself. But yeah, we did the para puzzles already, but I guess we can do the second one too, and then I'm gonna end this one. I may in my own time try and find the rest of the puzzles, but yeah, I'm not really... Okay, that's not it, that's not it. Trying to figure out the angle here. What would happen if I put that there? Okay, that won't work. How about this? And then this? Haha. I think I got it. Yep, looks right. So yeah, that's the bird riddle. You have all of these points that you can attach things there and bring people their deliveries. What a delicious scent. Spot on, my feathered friend. Thank you. Perfume. Well, talking too, isn't it? What a remarkable word. Yay. So yeah, there's many more riddles. I misread. I think it's 53 instead of 35. And you know, you have all these mini games to play, so yeah, feel free to figure that out. What I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna save, because I want to go back here on my own time. And then I'm gonna look if anybody is raidable still, even though it's pretty late. Very late, in fact. So let's see. Okay, seems to be... Actually, there's 3 people we could raid, but let's see what they're all doing before I'm doing that. So... What is crochet with me back to Pokemon? Sarcastic Cat is crocheting some Pokemon, but I have a McDonald's out there, so I cannot really see what they're doing. Melon Juniper is cross-stitching Frosty Pumpkin Cottage. And what is Rhina's Leatherworks doing? Well, isn't that just fun? Hello, Twitch! Okay, it looks like he's making braces on shoulder. Okay, and the Sarcastic Kitten is making what? Some kind of Pokemon. Let's raid Madame Juniper. We haven't raided her for a little while. You know. So yeah, we shall see if I feel to stream tomorrow. If so, it will likely be crafting. I don't want to start a new game. Also, the next game will be very likely be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the first team, so Team Blue. I don't know, I just feel like playing a Pokemon. So yeah, we shall see. As I said, we shall see if I stream tomorrow. But yeah, that's all with the Professor Layton game. I hope you all enjoyed this. And I'm definitely going to be back first day, where I will either sculpt something or crochet. I haven't decided yet. I have some ideas for a new Pokemon diorama, and we haven't done one in a while, but I also have some crochet sets laying around that I want to try, so we shall figure it out. Either I'm gonna play tomorrow or not. Today has been way longer than I normally stream, but I wanted to finish this game, obviously, so yeah. Whatever, we shall see. If I'm not going to stream, I'm gonna write it in the Discord. If not, then yeah. But the next Sunday we're gonna start on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Team Blue, but I'm gonna play the DS version and not the remake, because the remake is way too easy in certain parts, I find. And I don't know, they cut some parts out that I really liked. Like, I mean, not story-based wise, but also mechanic-wise. I don't know. I guess it's a nice remake for kids, but I like the old one more.